when we last left off, we had been reduced to 4 players, and the party had ventured off to the town of Kalinsburg, following up on a lead Skezza had, that there might be an aspect of the goddess Kalira hanging out in the old church in town.
I wouldn't say hanging out.
Well, you know, having had its spirit ripped out of its body and slumbering for all eternity. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the town had been sacked by the nefarious Lord Winter a month ago, and is still in shambles. The party passed on through the town without really any sort of trouble, and arrived at Castle Kalin, which it turns out, through maybe possibly having drawn a card from the deck of many things, Sig has ownership of, by rights anyway. It was inhabited by monsters and such. The party cleared out some giant spiders and an undead nymph, and some very rapey ogres, before blowing up a wizard's tower occupied by an ogre mage. The party met Aeduna, a princess of the Talir bunnyfolk, who had taken control of the castle's keep, and much to the party's surprise, actually agreed to let Sig rule over the castle, on the condition that he marry her, of course. Which, also probably to the party's surprise, Sig agreed to do.
Wait, what?
Sig is now Sir Sig, or should I say Prince Sig. He agreed.
Lady Sig?
Yeah, oh yes, Sig got a gender TF while you're gone, DCL.
Not quite.
You
The
know.
things I missed.
Semi-gender.
Yeah, Sig's now she-male, basically. And also agreed to marry a bunny girl princess. However, there might have possibly been a wrench thrown into that plan by the fact that one of said bunny girl's daughters was in the wizard's tower you just blew up, and you found her corpse hiding in a wardrobe.
To be fair, we blew up that tower before.
Oh yeah, you
Did not realize anyone else was in there.
Yeah, you didn't know. I'm sure she'll be forgiving, right? But before we hop on to the party wagon, we're gonna do a little bit of a switch of perspectives over to our good old friend Rensa, who's been absent for the party for the last month or so, I'd say. Maybe about 40 days.
Really? I've only been missing for 40 days, and it's like the campaign's on?
Yep.
Huh.
It is, for the record, day 72, and you left around day 32. So, alright, 40 days.
Alright.
This call. So yeah, Rensa, what have you been up to for the last month or so?
Shit. Can I say I was working with,
He was on some kind of super secret mission. Or something.
Maybe
I'm trying to...
He was off getting laid.
By horse girl.
I actually emailed DCL, or Skype messaged DCL a bunch of options. Sucking horse girl dicks was definitely one of those options.
It was... I'm pretty sure I chose that was off doing a mission for... I want to say the Lady Lynn.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, you never got back to me about which one, but yeah. Alright, we can do that.
Aww.
So, for the last about a month ago, Rensa got a call from Lady Lynn requesting his services on a very delicate matter, which has occupied his time. But you've heard a rumor that the party has been sighted going into a monster-infested castle up in Kalinsburg, which, to your knowledge, is basically Lord Winter's territory, and they haven't been seen since. And so, Rensa, you have decided to head on out from where you've been hanging, which is about here. Lady Lynn sent you to the Tower of Wisdom on business that you can't tell the party, and which I'll Skype message you in a bit. But you now have completed your mission to the best of your ability, and Kalensburg is only about a day's ride away, maybe a little more. So, what do you do, and how do you get there?
Well, one, what happened to my horse? I'm pretty sure I still have my horse.
Yes, you still have your warhorse.
Alright.
Most important thing ever.
Mission is done, and I know where my friends were last seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit. Well, I already have all the weapons that I still needed. Set mission get me any net gold or something that I could use to spend on upgrading my weapons?
No. This has been on the crown, and you haven't actually talked to Lady Lynn about having completed the mission yet, so any reward is forthcoming.
Okay. So, heading over to Greywall, Gallonsburg, literally.
Alright, why don't you plot out your route for me on good old Roll20. Just see.
You said was I at Beltron's Tower or the Tower of Wisdom?
You are at the Tower of Wisdom.
Okay. Let me freehand this. And then I'll just take the road to Gallonsburg.
You know, that's a C, not a G, right?
Oh, Callan. I thought that was a G for some reason.
So G. Alright, let's see. Alright, you managed to make it onto the road pretty much unharmed. Although, as you're leaving and passing fairly near to Bailton, give me a perception check. It's early morning, the sun's nice and bright outside, but something just feels a little off.
That's with what?
Just wisdom. My sheet seems a little messed up, and I don't see any points in perception, so I'm assuming I didn't have much in the first place.
I don't believe you did, so... Alright. You look up, and it's getting a little overcast. You pull up the hood of your cloak and keep riding on. None the wiser to any dangers or otherwise. So, grab the little arrow
Potential
here.
infestation, invasion, forces hiding out in the city, you say? Okay. Good to know.
And you make it onto the road.
I am the party.
You are the party. Alright, now you get about here. And it's getting pretty late at night, maybe 8, 9 o'clock, but you know you're pretty close to Kalensburg, so you keep on trucking. When you see a couple of riders in heavy armor approaching you. It's too dark to make out their regalia or arms. What do you do?
Not much good trying to hide to the side, is there?
You don't know if they've necessarily spotted you or not. It's possible you could.
Take my horse off to the side, try to see what they're doing.
All right.
Turn off the light. Lower down the horse.
So you head on off the road and take cover in a ditch. Basically, you quiet your horse down and let the riders go on by. They pass you without looking your way. It doesn't look like they spotted you in turn. And they keep on going.
Wait, how did they look, and did I see any regalia?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Fucking too many times.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, you are able to see that these two men are both lion knights. Their breastplates have big, proud gold lions, and they wear tabards denoting their ranks and stations.
Oh, hey, Lion Bros.
Yeah, lion bros.
Alright, get back on my horse and meet him out on the road.
Alright.
Don't be hide. Snuck up.
And they're just about to pass you when you pop out of the brush, and the leader of the two goes, "Whoa, whoa! Who goes there?" And the other, you can see, has his hand on his weapon.
Ease there, friend. It's I, Rensa Gay. I was off to the side of the road and I saw your insignia.
The man squints a bit through the darkness, trying to discern your visage before saying, "Sir Rensa. Haven't seen you in a while. Well met then. Don't suppose you're heading into Kalinsburg?"
I am. Have you seen my group of friends by any chance?
They look between each other and they both shake their heads a little bit sadly and say, "No, the last we saw of them they were heading up to Castle Kalin, but that place is infested with monsters. I don't know why they'd go up there, but the last 2 knights we sent there didn't come back either."
Well, I'm not too worried about their safety. They've been sent into a lot of places that no one else has returned to and made quite a mess.
Well, here's hoping then. Anyway, if you're going into town, we could certainly use the help. It's pretty bad in there, Rensa.
What's happened?
Lord Winter's forces might have gotten out of the town, but the gates were left open for the better part of a month. There's monsters just wandered in from the countryside, made the place their home. There's a whole tribe's worth of basilisks in there, tearing up the whole center of town. We're going back to Pergola to try and get troops to drive them out, but we've lost half a dozen men to them already.
Alright. You two go back and bring up reinforcements. I'm going to try to find my friends and see what we can do about this.
Righto. Best of luck to you. And they'll ride a little bit closer to shake your hand. Gallop off.
Great. What have you guys gotten yourself into? Now, when you say there's a couple of black basilisks roaming around town, you're talking about, like, big kitty motherfuckers who... Actually, I forget the lore of basilisks. All I remember is that
roll
they...
me an intelligence check, and or knowledge, probably nature.
Roll knowledge meta check.
Roll knowledge meta.
Knowledge check on a very well-known creature. Horrifying ability. Oh god.
Rensa don't know shit.
He's a dumb motherfucker.
Rensa's like, basilisks. There must be a type of dragon. I've heard they're lizards.
You know what? I forgot what a basilisk was, so I'm not going to say shit. Continue on.
Alright then. You head on to Kalinsburg.
Yeah.
When you arrive in town, you're greeted to a pretty sprawling camp of refugees. Several hundred people have returned to the town trying to rebuild, but they don't seem to think it's wise to actually go back to their homes yet. It's a tent city out and around the gates and walls, all the way up to a single tavern that seems to be opened, about maybe 30 feet from the gates.
Of course, head into the tavern.
Of course. It's packed beyond all belief. You've never seen a tavern this full of people before. People are sleeping on the floor. There's, you can see that they're packed maybe 5, 6, 7 to a room. There are injured people clasping at wounds and moaning. And the couple of serving girls are desperately trying to bring water and ale to those who order it. And there doesn't seem to be enough food to go around.
You know, generally my group of friends come through somewhere, they leave the place better than it was before. This is not a good sign. I'll move up to the barkeep and try to figure out where he's at.
Alright, the bartender is a jovial fat man with a shaved, or you suspect more likely bald head, and a pair of glasses who greet you particularly warmly, more so than you would expect considering how dire things look here in town. Oh there, knight. What can I get you, friend? Drinks are on me.
That's very kind of you, but I'm just looking for some information.
Well, tell you what I can, but not much to tell you that you can't see with your eyes.
I'm looking for a group of people. Even if you don't know them, you would have at least made aware of to their presence. Tend to be a very loud group, if you know what I'm saying.
Very loud group.
Not so much vocally, but it's hard to miss their antics.
Let's see. Could you describe any of them? There's quite a few people pouring in, you see.
This is where memory fails me. Well, and this one's not going to help out of character, because transformation. One of them was a rather hulking, but still some plain man. The giant sword. Fights like the devil himself.
Giant sword. Well,
I
saw a cute lady come through here maybe 2 days ago, perhaps. Less than that, even. Had a great big bastard sword strapped to her back, but no gentlefolk.
What about a smaller lass? The propensity for fire and alchemy.
And butts. Don't forget the big butts.
Well, we did see a scholarly young lass come through, just with the red-headed swordswoman. I think I know who you're talking about. They paid well for their stay. Although between you and me, I wouldn't hold out hope to see them again. Last I saw, they were heading up to Castle Caelan. Folk don't come back from there.
Yep, definitely sounds like them. Except for the lady. That's confusing. Well, thank you for your information. You mind telling me all what's happened around here?
Well, most obvious part's the whole Lord Winter invasion bit. That was hard to miss.
Caught on to that.
Just about everyone who was here died or fled off to Pergolith. Lucky for us, the Lion Knights showed up when they did, or I don't think any of us would have made it out. Most of them bit the farm, though, holding them off. And the bartender will raise his glass to the Lion Knights, and a few other nearby patrons will do the same. And he continues. We've just come back maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks for some of us. Town's a real mess. What didn't get burned down by Winter's troops is home to monsters now. This awful group of basilisks down near the center of town. There's lizard folk been poking around where they ought not to, getting closer every night. And the docks were completely destroyed. Stone docks. Took years to build. Dwarven craftsmanship. Completely fucking wrecked.
Wait, whoa, out of character a second. I thought Dwarven craftsmanship was like shit that's supposed to be unbreakable.
It is. Like, you've never known Dwarven craftsmanship to fail, short of, like, high explosives and magic being hurled at it for days or weeks.
Okay, so in character, even I'm going, holy shit.
I don't know what did it, but that winter bastard must have had some hell of a magic to destroy them. And now we're completely screwed. There's no way... even if we had ships, we couldn't dock them anymore. No trade coming through. It's alright, miss.
The only good word I can even give is that possibly there's more troops coming on their way.
Hey, we need them, though. From what I've heard, all the troops in Pergolith are getting ready for some kind of war.
Yeah, some kind of war. Anyways, thanks for your time. I'm gonna have to go find my friends now before things get even worse.
Any time, friend, though. I wouldn't go back out there here at night. Strange things are afoot in the swamps up near that castle.
Alright. Gonna leave the bar. Time to start heading up to the castle.
Alright. So, you head on out to Castle Kalen. This would be a good time for me to find Rensa's token. Actually. See if I have it. So, let's do a little creative editing here. Throw the party onto the Castle Kalen map. Rensa! Should have control in just a sec. There you go. Go ahead and fill out your token. And, yeah. Here's the tavern, pretty much, and the route to Castle Kalen. Obviously, the map is not to square. Or scale, rather.
That is one tiny little castle.
Yeah, it's about the size of a house, really.
That tavern is actually just a big cardboard box.
Real quick, average of 1d10 is 7, right?
6.
No. Way less than more than I thought. Okay. Thank you for that.
The D12 is 7, so that's barbarian average.
Half plus 1.
Alright.
Recommend go average.
Yeah, I'm going average.
Because you don't have any constitution, so you don't really have any HP to begin with.
Oh, yeah. Rensa never had a lot of con, did he?
No, Rensa
Oh,
Rensa had AC where he lacked con. I didn't have like ungodly AC, but I had like I'm pretty sure I had the best AC out of the party.
That's not hard.
That really wasn't, but still. But hey, at least I got shield and dodge, so my AC went up. Shield focus.
Hey, don't you guys, don't we have like spare armors for Rensa?
I don't like the way you said that. I really don't like the way you said that. Anyways, got control, got my HP filled. 3 challenges. So I guess I'm just gonna head up here on my horsey. It's the main gate.
Alright, just a moment. So again, it is about, at this point, probably a little after 10 o'clock at night when you set out. It is a pretty standard Mott and Bailey style keep with a large curtain wall surrounding a central main keep set up on a hill. However, the hill is surrounded by this foul-smelling bog that surrounds it for the better part of a mile. There is a road up to it, but it's not well kept, and it's difficult to follow in places. Your horse seems to freak out more than once, and it almost breaks its leg even, except for your exceptional skill as a rider, you're able to save it. However, when you get about here, you hear the sound of laughter coming from just off the road, about here. Off to your left.
Perception check?
Sure. It's a woman's voice, of that much you're sure, but beyond that you can't really tell anything.
Step a little bit closer.
Alright, well, if you want to go closer, it'd be like in this or this square.
Well, I meant like just following the road a little bit to get closer. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
in this square.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, the the sound gets a little bit louder. Oh god, there's a bug on my disc. Go away, go away. Until you are almost certain that whatever or whoever is making that sound is just beyond a small bush. However, by now you're able to hear that that's laughter mixed with the sounds of crying. A mad, sobbing wail that echoes across the bog.
Well, of course I gotta go check it out. Somebody's crying.
Alright.
Wait.
And then
wait.
DCL was drowned in the bog.
You shush. It's in the bog for one?
Yeah, it's in the bog, maybe 30 feet off the path.
Yeah.
Bog him.
Dude,
I'm not gonna
DCL, let me just ask you something. Do something for me. I want you to channel that inner blackness of yours right now. Okay? What would a black person do?
A black
right
person
now?
wouldn't be 50 miles within this castle, okay? So don't tell me to do... I wouldn't...
Alright. You guys aren't there. Let Rensa do his thing for a minute here.
Well, I was going to say, since people have, like, literally warned me 2 different times, a night in the barkeep, to be careful around the castle, I'm going to try to stay on the road and use perception again to see what's what before I go rushing into anything that's going to be potentially killing me.
Alright. Yeah, you're closer now. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. It's a lone woman. You can't hear any other sounds. In fact, that's almost alarming in and of itself. A swamp at this hour should be alive with the sounds of animals and creatures, but all you can really hear is this sound of this sobbing, wailing laughter. And that voice, even if she's crying, if she's laughing, it doesn't matter. That voice is exquisitely beautiful. It carries with an almost sonorous melody across the bog now, one that seems to entrance you as you get closer.
Okay, it's time to move on. There's too many warning signs.
Alright.
Bog name.
DCL
Are those even a thing?
I don't know.
What?
Well, they're a bog nymph, maybe. The last of
Siren.
us infected the nymph that we fought in the stable.
Oh, fuck!
Hey, Meta.
Meta knowledge. I'm leaving
I
you
was
alone.
talking to Kinathis.
Well, yeah, I know, but... So, also, DCL, I Skype messaged you something.
Yes.
Alright.
I was reading that.
Good. So, you get onto the gates, and you find that they are just sitting open. Actually, wait. No, they're not. The gates are closed.
Yeah, we didn't
Portcullis
door.
is down, the gates are closed. You can see scorch marks all along the ground here, where something like an alchemist fire or a fireball has gone off, burning a great
Backy.
deal of vegetation.
They've definitely been here, alright. Actually, I'm very proud of her for leaving the front door standing. Well, it means I'm gonna have to find another way in. And this castle is just surrounded by a bog, right?
As far as you can see.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, any of the wall looks scalable?
Yeah. If you have a grappling hook and some rope, you could definitely get on up over. Otherwise, climbing with your armor on would be almost impossible, you figure.
Oh, shit.
Obviously, your
Actually-
horse would have to wait here until you get the gate open. Though you do see
Yeah,
an
that's-
actual gatehouse that looks in fairly good condition.
Let's go over to the gatehouse.
Well, that's up on top of the wall, unfortunately, but yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I have a rope, but I don't have a grappling hook. But I do have parade armor on, which is actually lighter than
alright, yeah.
heavy armor.
You have parade armor on, you could probably scramble on up. If you want, give me a climb check.
Okay.
Fancy armor.
Got parade armor.
Super fancy.
Find this drink.
Okay. Yeah. You have fairly light equipment, and the walls in pretty jagged, rough condition, and you don't really have that much trouble climbing on up. Especially when you've got your rope, and maybe you throw a sword up there to kind of play grappling hook for you. Yeah, you're able to clamber on up and get to the gatehouse.
Phew. All right.
Inside, you see more scorch marks here, as if there's been some fighting, and down in the little murder hole here between the two Bailey gates, you can see a bunch of huge spiders that are crumpled up into little rotting corpses. A great sword has been plunged into the stonework, pretty much right next to you.
Wait, like, are we talking the huge great sword that I know Sigfrid
No,
has?
this is an actual... Sig uses a bastard sword, you would know. This is a great sword that you've never seen before.
Look intricate enough?
Let's see. Is it masterwork or not? No, it doesn't look particularly notable, other than it is pretty well made, and the hilt is in the shape of a pair of rabbit ears that form a V shape, or the crossguard, I should say.
Would that be something I'd be able to roll knowledge, history, or nobility on?
Knowledge... You know what? I'll give you knowledge nobility on it, actually.
Alright, let's roll.
Is that 13?
Yeah.
Alright, you know, you've actually seen a sword like this before. One of the knights that you've trained under over the years used to have a sword like this. Said it came from a faraway land up north, but you can't remember the who or what of it. Only that it's certainly a foreign design and quite rare. You could probably make a buck off it, if nothing else.
Better leave it here. Look for the lever for the gate.
Alright, you find a large wheel set inside the gatehouse that you could turn.
Crank it.
Alright, strength check. Okay. You kick the wheel, and it just spins around enough to pretty much pull the portcullis up. And you lock it in place.
Alright,
the gate itself is still closed, however. It's barred from the inside. But there's a stairway right next to you that leads down.
Ah, shit. Well, okay. So Horsey's gonna have to stay outside for now.
You could open the gate fairly easily now that you can get in there.
That's what you're saying. Alright, yeah. Go down, get my horse, open the gate.
Alright. You pop the gate open, and your horse trots on in and nuzzles up to you.
Give him a nice pat on the head, then get back on him.
Alright, you mount up and carry on in. Where go?
Were you raised in a barn?
Shh, you're not there.
No.
Not there.
But I know I'm a Cavalier. Anyways, continuing then.
Alright. You get to about here, and see that there might have once been a stable here, but it's completely exploded all over the place. Like a huge fire and then some sort of alchemical kaboom ripped it apart.
I'm feeling less and less proud of Backy for leaving the front door open.
It kind of... You remember when Big T's barn burned down? Kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fire's long out now. It's just embers. But yeah, carry on a little bit until you get over here to this very obvious blacksmith's forge. Inside, you can see a light on, and the embers on the forge look like they were stoked actually quite recently. Let's see.
Also, because before I inspect that, real quick, at least, how easy is the gate to open now that the main gate's been open?
Which gate?
The gate that I just opened. Like the chain gate, not the portcullis, I'm assuming.
The main gate, I mean, it's open now. Like, it's just standing there in the breeze, so anyone could just walk through. So, pretty easy.
One of that thing in the bog just is content just to stand there and cry. Whatever, forging on. What's in the forge?
Alright, let's find out. I'm going to grab you and drag you over to another map. Which you should be able to see in just a second. Oh, Jesus. No. Copied the wrong thing. Let me find a horse token for your horse real quick.
Ah, shit.
Controlled by DCL, show nameplate, boop. There you go. You can has horse.
I has all the horse.
Anyway, the blacksmith door is to the south a little bit from where you're standing.
Well, do I see anybody in here? Or any signs of anybody ever being in here?
Oh yeah, the embers on the forge here are still actually pretty hot looking. Someone was in here quite recently.
Take a quick cursory glance around. If I don't see anybody, go back outside.
The door is just about here.
How quiet is this place, by the way?
It's not very quiet. Like, you can actually hear, you know, insects chirping and all that inside the castle. And you can hear voices a bit to the south carrying over the wall. Well, they're very faint.
Alright. At least have my shield at the ready, if anything.
You prep your shield and you move on into the blacksmith shop. And you see a woman sitting behind the desk. She has sun-kissed skin and a pair of great big bunny ears sprouting from the top of her white-haired head. She is currently sitting behind the desk. She has a blacksmith's hammer sitting right next to her and is reading a book. She looks up and squints her eyes at you and says, "More, you catfolk? Really? Ugh. What do you want?"
Well, have you seen the other catfolk that have come by here?
No, I just said other catfolk because, you know, I actually get gangbanged by catfolk literally every day. I just import them from Kalensburg, actually.
I was referring to as where they went, ma'am.
She sighs and rubs her temples and says, "They're over at the keep with my mother. Just go south and east, you'll find it."
Seem rather casual for such a setting that's had a lot of sign of struggle and monsters. What's exactly going on here?
Well, once upon a time, there used to live a tribe of bunnyfolk who were happy and played all by themselves. And then a bunch of monsters decided to move into the castle. And then a bunch of catfolk came and blew everybody up, including one of my sisters. And then you showed up. Spell it out for you enough? You're in my house. And she motions to the keep at large.
Well, I'm just getting back away. Thank you for your time and information, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Let me know if you need weapons. And she props her feet back up and goes back to reading. She seemed very hostile.
Maybe just a little.
Just a little. Anyway, there's a path going south.
Well, they said they were... Well, he already told me where they were, so I'm going to head over there.
Alright. So you start going on that way. And...
Yep, sorry.
Just going to pop you back to the map a little bit here. Because you go past the forge, down a ways, find an open gate at which point you see a pair of dead ogres that have been chopped to pieces, as well as the biggest fucking dog you've ever seen. It is at least as big, if not bigger than your horse, and has dark red fur completely covering it. And it smells like cinders and brimstone.
Clifford? No.
Actually, the tag on its collar says Ripper.
That's not scary. That's not scary at all.
Yeah. It does not look like it died peacefully.
Wait, it's already dead?
Yes, the ogres and the dog are dead.
Continue on to the Great Hall, then.
Alright. So you start going this way. But just as you're passing through the gate here, you smell the most ungodly odor wafting out of this well over here that you have ever experienced. Roll me a fortitude save to avoid being overwhelmed by this pungent reek.
Holy shit. It's so bad it's giving me a fort save.
Yeah, it's that bad. I didn't need to be roll 20 anyway. Okay.
You didn't eat your lunch, right?
You manage not to puke, but it is a force of will to do so. It smells like rotting flesh and vomit and shit from that well. Ugh.
How anybody's living here is beyond me.
From the trash heaped up everywhere and the bits of struggle that you see, it's hard to imagine anyone does. Hell, this tower over here looks like it just exploded recently, like kaboom. Bits of roof have been blown off, and the door is completely off its hinges. However, as you get about there, you see a familiar... Well, wait, that can't be that familiar. Although something's definitely striking you as familiar about the woman who's coming your way dragging a body with her. The body of a particularly ugly bunny girl. And Sig. You see Rensa riding in through the courtyard. Fenoxo.
Sleepoxo.
Huh?
Just as you're dragging the body towards the door over here of your dead bunny girl, you see Rensa riding through the courtyard gates.
Oh, awesome. What are you doing here? Where did you go?
Wait, do I know you?
Yeah. Say,
What? But you're a woman.
a woman with cat ears.
Is that really you, Sigfrid?
Yep.
For some reason, I am less surprised by this than I should be. Come here, my cut friend.
What better way to hide from Amazons?
Vince is gonna go over and give him, well, her, a big hug.
So you're gonna squish the bunny girl corpse in between you?
Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
It's you for a second you thought that might have been just like a live drunk bunny girl who she was carrying, but no, it smells bad. It's dead.
And I will
Yeah.
hug
Hug
off
ruined.
again. And now I have a whole bunch of other friends I need to go meet up and give hugs to.
You see the rest of the party kind of coming out of the ruined door of this wizard's tower.
There you all are. Well, come on, isn't anybody happy to see me?
Cammy
I'm
walks
happy to see you! Celadrie will fly over and just tackle hug him. Wait, who are you?
Well, who came over to tackle me?
this tiny
Is that
little
Cammy?
fairy girl. Third, why don't you describe your character since I don't think DCL's ever met her?
She's about 5 foot tall, white hair, big old red wings. Dresses up in, pretty simple clothing. No armor, nothing. She's like typical fairy garb.
And is riding on the back of a draconic centaur.
She flies. She's not always riding.
Well, I don't know quite who you are, but seems to be a few familiar faces at least.
Cammy runs over and says, "Hey, I remember you. Who are you?"
Yeah?
Who are
I
you?
don't know who he is either, but we're supposed to remember him.
Oh, okay.
This is Rensa.
You're my best friend, whoever you are.
Rensa, you know who this is, Cammy.
Huh?
Rensa.
I've only been gone for like about a month. Come on, Cammy, you hadn't forgotten me that quickly.
Oh,
She's a
right.
goblin.
Hi.
Spanning like 5 minutes.
Ooh. And Cammy will pull out this ghastly, like, rotting spider leg from over her back and point it at you and say, "Have you come to swear fealty to your one true queen?"
Oh, you're still doing that Spider Queen thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not as much as she used to.
At
Well,
least
now
it's
you know that I'm a
progress.
princess. I mean, swear fealty to me, subject. Why?
I'll placate you late in a bit, Amy. Let me first get up so I can talk to everybody else and see what's been going on. There's a lot of blood around this castle, and I'm guessing you guys are kind of responsible for it.
There's an accident.
Just
You
to
act-
point out that Skezza looks like a cow.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Wait, what? How much have you guys been through the time I've been gone? More importantly,
a
how much
crazy
have
month.
changed?
I'm just fine. Same as I ever was. I'm still
Well,
confused as
I
to
would-
who you are.
He's a guy we ran with earlier, and then he disappeared on us when we needed him the most, like completely abandoned us.
Oh, so he's an asshole.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
Rensa's gonna scratch his head and go, I'm sorry for my absence, but something major came up that required me.
Yeah.
I did.
Back is just waving it off and saying, "Don't worry, we haven't. Not all of us have changed so much." And then she looks at her hand that is missing a finger. Well, almost everything hasn't changed.
Honestly, with how many things you've blown up, I'm surprised it's taken this long for something to backfire.
Oh, this wasn't me.
Seems like I have a lot to catch up on.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
Skezza looks very self-conscious.
Also, why is Sigfrid a woman now?
To hide from Amazon.
Well,
She's
He
so
was
cute
bimbo
now.
Question
armor
is-
for a while.
here's a better question. Why is Skezza a cow?
That is a better
Why are
question,
you so
but I didn't.
hung up on this?
Moo,
She
moo,
see-
moo, moo, moo. Okay, let me translate this so he can understand. Hey, Skezza, why don't you, look careful, be careful with things that could potentially booby trap?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for Skezza. I'm gonna go over and give Skezza a hug.
Yeah, I was about to give
Thank you,
Six a
Skip.
hug and say, "You're still my ally, no matter if you're a cat or a cat cow, or just a cow."
Out of character DCL, the thing was that I asked the Kinathis to bring Skezza for a specific thing of looking for traps and disarming traps in case of things were booby trapped. What's the first thing she does? Try to pick this thing without checking for traps. Get injected with a necrotic toxin that starts to eat up her hand.
And the way she
So-
was saved by this was turning into a cow?
No. Backy absorbed the poison right out of her body and lost a finger.
No.
I don't think anybody really cares about your finger. I think we're talking about the cow people.
Oh my god.
I think you missed out a character part. So, yeah.
I don't really care about out of character stuff either.
I break
Very
them out
personal reasons for
for being a
becoming
cow.
cow.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're super duper pregnant with my babies.
Not yours.
Totally are.
Well, it's at least good to see
That's
that
up
this,
for debate.
It's at least good to see that this party is as crazy as I left it. Not a little more so, but...
Oh! Rensa! And Cammy will run over, and she will pull a dove out of her sleeve that's been dead for like 2 days. Well, want to see a magic trick?
Oh, God.
Renzo will roll his eyes, let's say yes.
Alright, Hey, hey, Fen. Roll magic missile for Cammy.
Alright.
It worked.
Many D4s.
Hang on, I gotta look up.
No, it was a well-timed you check first, remember? What's that, like 3D4 plus 4?
I'm waiting on my laptop to open it up.
It should be that if you're the same level. Or, no wait, you're lower level, right?
Cammy's a 6th level sorcerer, I think.
I think you max out at 7 or 9 or something like that. What's that? Scorching Ray?
Alright. So Cammy picks up the dove and just throws it at your knee, and you take 15 points of damage, Rensa.
Jeez.
As
Holy
this dove
shit.
explodes into a ball of fire and just slams into you.
So it breaks his leg.
Almost, if it wasn't for all that armor.
Jesus
Holy
Christ,
fucking, holy fucking gods of the yarn, Cammy, what the hell?
I'm magic now! And she starts shooting off explosive doves everywhere.
Me and her are the highest level people in the party.
I'm hiding behind my shield because what the fuck?
Cammy,
Cammy is stronger than everybody here.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Cammy is 8th level now.
Magic.
Like literal magic?
Magic.
Because of the deck of many things. You want to draw a card from this deck?
Don't do it.
Do it,
I
faggot.
do not
No.
feel... I'm pretty sure Renza's not a gambling man, so no.
You don't know what it does. It's just asking if you want to draw a card.
No.
It could kill you.
No!
I could give you an awesome keep like this.
But it could kill me!
Anything could kill you.
Cammy jumps
The
up and
next
down.
meat pie you eat at an inn could kill you.
I'm solely not I am not
I
having
could kill
this
you right
conversation.
now with this dagger behind my back.
Wait, what?
I love a meat.
Nothing.
I'm going to assume that we made the right decision in keeping this new party member, and that she's not going to stab me.
Hi. No, I'm awesome. Don't worry about me. It's these other weirdos you should worry about.
Anyways, so seriously,
Hey,
what has been...
Hey.
I don't know when
Sorry,
Celadrie turned into a
that bitch-
fucking crazy Kender, but
Okay, let me just translate for you so you understand. Woo moo, woo moo, woo moo, woo.
I need to invent a curse that makes Rebecca only speak in moo moo, moo 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 moo.
She can speak common, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna be really sad if she was of your own. Because I kept hearing all the moo-moos, and I was like, can she not actually talk?
Skezza
can
does
talk.
occasionally.
Backy is
use
just being racist. Or Hedrah is just being racist.
Alright. But, in all honesty, there's like a pile of bodies outside the front gate in all over the castle. It smells like shit, and there's townspeople cowering in the, at the front entrance. What all has happened here?
A lot of shit went down. That's pretty much it. And then we come here to start cleaning up.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, at least it's
We had a hell of a time getting in here to begin with. So, have to climb and all, climb, fly, and all that stuff.
Well, it's good to know that the job has been done. Even though I had to come back a little late.
Well, yeah, it's a good, strong gate, so it can hold out all the potential monsters out there that try to crawling through the door.
Not monsters. The pathway up here was relatively calm. Oh. You guys wouldn't have happened to have killed any basilisks, would you?
No.
No,
I think I need to be right back. And is going to run outside towards the gate.
Alright. So while Rensa's running, Sig, let's jump back onto the Fen train. So Rensa ran off to go hang out with everyone else, then ran off for reasons unknown. But you still got your dead body. So, what do? Fenoxo.
Yeah.
You're up. Rensa ran off to hang out with everyone else, and's run off again. So, you still got your dead body to deliver.
Bonk.
Alright, you come on up to the door and throw it open into the familiar, warm, inviting living area of the Talir. And a silence falls over the hall as you cart in the dead body.
Hopefully you're like actually carrying it and not just dragging it by the ears behind you.
Yeah.
Actually, I was probably going
And-
to leave it outside the doors for the moment and come in and tell
Alright.
them about it.
Alright, so never mind then. You just drop the body there and open the door. And, silence does not fall over the hall because no one sees anything. Mangy dog over here starts smelling things.
Oh god.
Aeduna,
Keep the dog away from the body.
Aeduna leans back in her throne and gives you a great big bright smile. Welcome back, Sid.
Hey,
How did your
were there any of
investigation
your
of the town?
daughters in the wizard tower?
Not that I know of.
Because we found a dead bunny girl in there.
What? What do you mean, dead? How? What?
It looks like the smoke from the fire got her.
You will see the color drain out of Aduna's face, and she will lean heavily on her staff. A couple of the other Talir walk a little bit closer to you. Say, was she half ogre?
I think so.
Oh.
I take it she wasn't a jerk like the ogre.
The Talir sort of look amongst themselves and say, well, she wasn't evil.
Use the raise dead spell.
Geistrin had her problems, but she wasn't like her father. The big-breasted nurse over here will come over and comfort her mother and lead her back to the throne.
Well, in that case, be right back. Proceed to dragon body. Or carrion body.
Carry.
So you kick the dog off of one of her bunny ears.
I shoot the dog away.
Alright, so yeah. You're able to bring the body in, and everyone gets awfully quiet, and Aeduna sighs heavily.
Lay it down here. This is out of character, but for my next trick, I'm gonna pull the bunny's soul out of a hat.
Oh,
Vic will say, I wish that this bunny girl was restored to life.
She gasps as a breath of life floods into her. And
Surely there should be something more dramatic, like a lightning bolt just comes out of the ceiling and strikes her.
no,
Let's not burn down this building, please.
no, it's just a gasp. And the color
A
returns
cough.
to her face. Some of the blackened skin alleviates. And, yeah, she blinks herself awake and looks around. What happened? Where am I? Some of the other bunny girls will rush over. We'll comfort her and ask her what she was doing in her father's tower. I'll start trying to pull her off to a side room. Actually, no, they'll drag her over here to Mom. First of all. Oh no. Wizard hat.
Mom didn't get up?
Yeah, Mom is standing again now, but she hasn't gone over. She's just staring with great big eyes, her staff clutched to her chest. And the two look at each other for a moment before Aeduna will rush forward and sweep her huge, ugly daughter up into her arms. And the two of them will embrace tightly.
The moral of the story is that even ugly waifus deserve happy endings.
Yes.
And then tomorrow she chokes on a chicken bone and dies.
Oh my god. Horrible
Hey,
people.
just think positive. That means there's hope for you.
Alright, so Sig starts
Aw.
eating.
Wait.
The,
Because you totally told me ugly when you called me a waifu. Jeez.
The bunny girls embrace, and Aeduna starts crying, and even the big, ugly, half-ogre Geistrin has a little tear in her eye, and eventually Mama Aeduna will bring her staff to bear and heal her up to full. Then the other bunny girls will take her off to recuperate. And for a few moments, Sig, you just hear Aeduna and the other Talir with her, the one with a wizard's hat on and a staff in her hands, talking for a few moments. They glance your way occasionally and whisper intently. If you want to, you can roll a perception check to try and overhear what they're saying. Otherwise...
I can't hear over the sound of me eating this chicken.
Alright. Chicken's fucking delicious, man. Alright, so after...
And then Sig chokes on a chicken bone and dies.
Is that how you plan to pass up this murder?
First, I want to be able to wish myself back to life.
So, after a moment... Bunny girls will break off, and Aeduna will approach you. She has a very sorrowful look on her face as she sits beside you. She'll face, I guess, the opposite direction from you, so she's got her legs towards the east here. And she'll lay her staff down beside her and say, How did you do that? She was dead. And, I mean, thank you for giving me my daughter back, but how?
You're a wizard. You know how this stuff works better than I do.
I know a bit of magic, but I have never, in all my years, seen someone brought back from the dead. I thought that was impossible.
Well, I drew some card from a magic deck, and then I knew that I had 3 wishes, so... Seemed a good use for one of them.
You used a wish to... And Aeduna will smile, and she will pull you into a passionate kiss. Roll not to choke on chicken.
What kind of roll is that?
I'm kidding. You cough a little bit, but cover your surprise quite well. And, yeah. After a few moments, she will break it and say, I don't know how to thank you. Just thank you, Sig. You are proving to be the most wonderful husband or wife, whichever you prefer, a woman could ask for.
I tried to do all right.
So, massive brownie points get. Also, so she lets you finish your dinner pretty much. Before she will ask if there's anything she can do to repay this debt, which, well, she probably can't repay it, but do something to mitigate it.
No, it's alright. It was kind of our fault anyway.
She will just smile and rest her head against your shoulder. And Rensa, you get back to the gate. In fact, you get back to the gate. Let me grab your token here. Drag you up to the north, back near the blacksmith shop. So you get back on towards the gate. And you're just in time to see something pushing its way through the gate, which is open. Something absolutely massive, several times bigger than your horse. Two huge spidery legs start pushing the gate doors open a little bit wider. What do?
This is why portcullises have spikes on the bottom of them. Click that thing down.
Alright, so you're going to start climbing the stairs up to the gatehouse?
Yep.
Alright. So you rush forward a little bit, just in time to see this cute guy poking his head through the front door.
Oh.
It is an immense spider. About 10, 12 feet tall, with several strange glowing patterns on its thorax and purple eyes. It stares at you, opens its fangs, and says, "Hi there."
Hi?
Hi.
Can I, get past you? I kinda got a gate to close.
Oh, yeah. Sure, just 1 second here. 1 second, buddy. And he will turn around and say, Hey, honey, the coast is clear, I think. Oh, hold on. He turns back to you and says, "You're not gonna murder me, right?"
And you are here for...
I live here.
I'm in the blacksmith shop, right?
No, you're near the blacksmith shop, kind of towards the gate.
Can you somehow prove to me that you actually live here?
He hacks and spits out a key, which clatters to the floor.
And can you prove to me that you didn't just get that off the body of somebody you've eaten?
Well, I do eat a lot of people, so no.
You are so not helping your case.
What? People try to kill me a lot. I'm not exactly a looker, pal.
Out of character, I'm conflicted. It is a spider, but it is a talking spider. Okay, so for one, does the spider look like all the other spiders that have been dead around the whole place?
It looks infinitely bigger, but you can definitely see a family resemblance of a kind.
I'm gonna have to just be a dick to the spider right now. I might have to ask you to leave right now.
What? Come on. You're with those other assholes, aren't you?
Depends. What other assholes are you referring to?
The one with the red hair and the great big sword tried to bash my face in. And he will show you where his face plate has sort of been dented in. The rest of them tried to heal me and tell me to get away, but that bitch just kept hitting me, and it hurt a lot.
You know, I'm just genuinely confused. I was going to run you over with a lance, but now I don't even know what to do.
Hey!
What? You're a giant spider. I'm sorry.
Well, racist.
Well, look, you're not attacking me right now, so I'm just going to have to ask you and the giant spider out at the front gates to stay put right now while I try to get things sorted out here.
What? No. That's not a giant spider. Hold on. Honey, come here. Come here.
Is the thing outside the huge gate actually coming in and upstairs?
No, this is him. Just like
Oh.
poking his face in the gate. So after a couple moments, a bunny girl that is a little bit bigger and burlier and a little bit uglier than the one you met inside the blacksmith shop pokes her head in. She looks around and scowls at you. Oh, for fuck's sake, not more catfolk. I know, right?
Look, I'm confused here. I thought there was giant spiders, something's coming through the gate. I don't know if I should stab something. Can you just wait here for a second while I go get my friends?
Okay, don't get the redhead. She freaks me out. Or the goblin. She punched me in the face.
I shall try not to bring this to since you have not brought this to violence yet. But seriously, what is that coming through the front gate?
That's the rest of me. See, look. And he'll scuttle his gigantic thorax through the gate. It just sort of plops down. Sup?
Right. Going back to the crew real quick, at top speed.
As you start running away, you hear the spider say, "So I hear Pergolith's nice this time of year." Shut up,
Stop.
you pussy.
Wait. What do you mean by Pergolith is nice this time of year?
I've been to Pergolith. It was nice. Admittedly, the sewers weren't very nice, but the rest of it was pretty cool.
Okay, shrug. Alright, continuing back on to the group.
Bye.
Since he's not...
Alright, so you ride on down and down. Go through the gates, or the inner gates. You find the rest of the party hanging out, probably outside the Great Hall.
Okay, so I'm gonna go get Skezza. I'm gonna take her off to the side.
Alright.
So, hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a giant spider, would you?
Is it with a Zatar?
I believe so, yes. It was talking as if it actually had a combat encounter.
Does it have someone with them?
Yeah. Strange bunny girl. She was
She
talking
big?
as... Yes.
It's that half-hot goblin bunny girl. They live here, yeah.
They seriously live
We
here.
kind of had a problem with them at the gate. She didn't let us in.
Well, okay, I'm confused here. Should I be ramming this thing in with my sword, or is this thing cool?
I think the girl is the daughter of the princess. Let them in, I think.
Rensa is just gonna throw his hands about up in the air and walk back.
Right. And Rensa, that's the first thing you've heard about a princess since you got here.
I know, right?
Alright. You get on your horse and goes back. Oh, there's Backy. Scuttling over.
Scuttling, huh?
If Backy does anything, it is scuttling.
Rensa's gonna look at Backy, then kind of think about what the giant spider said, and go like, it's nothing.
What does Backy scuttling even look like?
Yep. Anyways, I have to get going real quick. Be right back.
Alright.
Going back out for the giant spider.
Alright. so you.
Backy, I think it's that those two from the gate that we met when we got here.
Oh, really?
I
Mordred?
think so. I think so.
These
Is that
Oh, shit.
It has a
it's both-
name?
Yeah, I didn't even bother asking, so I'm back up to the spiders. Give me a second.
All right.
I think they're at the gate right now. Anyway.
Okay, so Rensa's gonna ride up. He's
Alright,
gonna
so
stop and get off his horse.
When you show up, you can see the giant spider is knitting.
You know, I was going to freaking kill this thing, and I was gonna feel really bad about that. Alright, so Rensa's gonna go up and go like, well, it seems like I owe you a huge apology.
Don't sweat it.
So, here's my question. If you live here, why are you too big to fit through the front gate?
Well, you see, it turns out, and this may surprise you.
When you eat a lot of
But-
chickens, you get really fat.
Shut up, you're not here.
Sorry.
This may surprise you, but people who build castles that are thousands of years old don't build them for future occupants. Also, I got a lot bigger after I got here. Good eatings.
Alright. Well,
Chickens.
it seems my first initial impressions about you have been wrong, and I have continued to wrong you after that. So I hope you can forgive me. And if you, I guess, need some help getting in here, I can try to offer assistance.
No, it's fine, I can just crawl over the wall, now that I know it's okay in here. But hey, if you want to make it up to me, you could take a great big load of eggs. Come here, what do you say?
No.
He smiles
No.
at you. Oh.
Smile?
Oh. Oh well. Yeah, give me a sec. He scuttles over the inner gate and comes down on the other side. There we go. Come along, honey. Let's go meet your mother. And the hobgoblin she'll put two fingers on her eyes and point them at you, and she'll climb up on the spider's back, and they will ride off.
Rensa is so confused right now.
Backy, you and Skezza bump into Mordred and Talia as they are coming past the blacksmith shop. Hey, it's you again. What's up?
Hey there.
Hey.
Now, quick question. Are you planning to go see the head honcho lady over here?
Yeah, my mother-in-law. Gotta check in.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, neither would I if I had a choice. But the ball and chain
I
here
mean,
is like, oh no,
really
we gotta
for
go
your
see my
own-
mother. What?
For your
Oh.
own
Yes,
life
don't go there.
expectancy.
Oh.
Don't go there.
Crazy redhead's still here. Right.
He's meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess who's gonna be your new father-in-law?
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
My condolences.
I've never,
So, I hear
I've never
Pergolith
seen
is
Sig
nice
act
this
like
time
that
of
before.
year.
Well, that depends on which side of the city you enter.
He just gets kicked in the back of the head. Ow! Donkey kick. Why?
Well, you got the sewers, you got the lower forest, middle, and then the rich folks' place.
Yeah, I lived in the sewers. It was kind of shitty. Get it? Shitty. It was a sewer.
Yeah, but that's no difference from being in a poor quarter, so...
Okay, so refresh my memory. Pergolith is the cat town of cats, right?
Yes.
Or is that
Yes.
Okay. Well, Rensa's gonna try and go, well, if you're going to need somewhere to stay, I can at least try to talk to some of the higher-ups to see what can be arranged, but understand people are going to be very squeamish about a giant spider.
Yeah, that's not really gonna happen anytime soon, Rensa.
I would
I'm just
advise
trying
against
to be-
it.
I'm just trying to be helpful. I have wronged this Spider-Man thing, and I
Mordred.
feel... Mordred.
He has a name.
Not a man, he's a literal spider.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. I have to figure out some way to make it up to him.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
yeah, you
You're
can start by
alright,
being
kid.
polite and, introducing yourself.
Well, I'm sorry, Backy. I kind of forgot common etiquette when I was facing down a giant spider.
So, as you're talking, Mordred scuttles over and puts one of his gigantic front legs on your shoulder. Like, it's alright, don't worry about it.
Well, he's already proven he doesn't want to kill me, so Rensa won't really mind.
Surprisingly intelligent.
So, I would say I'm gonna go live in the barn now, but that's kind of fucked. So yeah, if
Not by us.
If you need me, I'm gonna be in the swamp. There are other spiders out there, and they like me for who I am inside. He starts scuttling off. Talia just hops off, calls him a pussy. Whatever, babe. I'm out of here.
Well, that happened.
I wonder how many spiders we've actually killed who have been as intelligent as Mordred over there.
I don't know. I didn't really see much.
Talia,
I was trying to
well,
get over the gate.
He was trying to climb.
Talia will cross her
keep
arms
her.
and say, Mordred's unique. You haven't killed any other spiders as smart as he is. And she'll glower at Backy and Skezza and say, even if they were my children.
I'm pretty sure I was climbing the gate the entire combat.
Rensa's gonna put his
Yes,
hands
you
up
were.
defensively and back away.
When I got up, all that I had to do was put manacles on her.
Okay. Difference is, you shot me.
Yeah,
You
after I told
retaliated.
you to go away, like 3 times.
Yeah. You weren't really civil or diplomatic with them.
I don't have to be anything. It's my house.
Actually, no. Guess what? It's not your house.
I think it's our house.
Ooh, I'm walking
It's
away
six
from this
It's
one.
Sig's house.
Suck
It's your
all of my
mother's
sister's
house.
collective dicks. And she'll just turn around and walk into the blacksmith
Do
shop.
they have dicks?
I knew it.
Oh, she's gone.
Well, you're fucking welcome for me saving your husband. Backy yells
She's rude.
back.
She's a rude one. Oh, there she is.
Well, this happened.
Things do happen.
I don't know. It seems like recruiting a giant motherfucking spider for the army would be a good idea once everybody kind of got past the whole giant spider thing.
When were my arrows going to be done? Was that today?
Yeah, tonight.
Tomorrow.
So they're about done now, I'd reckon.
I'm gonna go pick up my arrows while I'm here.
Okay. Talia glowers at you, but the blacksmith will hop to her feet and say, "Oh, hey, you're back. Yeah, I've got your
Yeah.
order done. Just a second." And she'll whistle, and a rust monster will drop down onto your shoulder. Your whole body goes rigid as this giant insect just crawls all over you. You feel this slimy sort of substance drool onto your shoulder as its head reaches around and it shows you a bag full of arrows.
Oh, thank you.
Then you take the arrows and the rust monster just sits on your shoulders.
I'll give it a pet.
Where do you pet it?
Its head.
Alright, so like between the little feelers, or...
Yeah.
Alright. It makes a little hissing, clicking sound at you. And its gigantic shark-like tail sort of starts swaying around near your ankles. Aw, he likes you.
Oh, good.
And Ronya will lean over her little counter here and give it a little pat on the cheek. Who's a good boy? You are. And after a minute, the rust monster will scuttle off your shoulder and hop up on the desk. Sorry about them. They can get a little affectionate.
It's okay. Not used to seeing creatures like that.
She will, Skezza, what's your charisma again? Just out of curiosity.
16?
Alright. Blacksmith will, grin at you and say, well, if you want to see a whole lot more things like that, just say the word. She'll give you a wink, hop back into her chair. Talia, sitting on the desk beside her, will just roll her eyes.
Hmm. I'll keep that in mind.
You do that now. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night.
So, Rensa, did you finish what you came here to do, or you're just standing here looking weird?
No, yeah, I'm kind of done here. Called you guys back.
Just check the front gate.
Yeah, the gates are closed. Mordred seems to have closed them behind him.
Did you lock
Just
them?
check.
No, they're not locked.
It's
But you guys are able to get everything closed and locked down for the night.
portcullis and everything. Just shut the door, everything.
Yep, it's all good.
Cool. Let's head back. I think. Let's go.
Yep.
Alright.
All the back heading. You get to ride pregnant to the ladies ride horses.
Huh?
It's a,
Huh?
because I do hope that there is this helpful knight who will lend his horse to a pregnant woman.
Skezza was pregnant?
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
No.
No, that wasn't a joke.
That
Okay.
happened.
Oh.
What? You don't think she's good enough to be a mother? Is that what you're saying?
I think you...
Just because she's a hobgoblin and now she's a half-cow, she's not good enough to be one. What? She.
You know what?
Fucking
I'm just gonna get
racist.
off. I'm just gonna get off my horse. I'm just gonna offer it to Skezza, and I'm gonna go hang my head in the corner.
Oh. I'll give you Rensa a hug. There. She's just poking fun at you.
I swear, first the spider, now you. It's like within the month I was gone, I completely forgot how to be a knight. I'm bringing great shame on my family.
It's fine. It's fine. She's just poking fun at you.
Oh! That means we get to play Sudoku, right?
What?
What's Sudoku?
You brought great shame on your family. It's Sudoku time! Yay!
I don't know what the Sudoku is, but it does not sound like I want to partake in it.
You brought late shame to family. Must commit Sudoku.
Don't worry, I'll teach you how to play.
So much shame.
All I know is that when you shame your family, you gotta play it. Oh, it's really fun.
Is that how it works?
I'm just coming up with random shit. I don't care.
Well, I suppose a little
Worse than Cammy at this point.
I suppose a little team building game playing shouldn't be a bad thing. I am new to your character and everything.
So you guys return to the Great Hall, and
Yeah, I'm gonna ride the horse back to the hall.
Alright.
Rensa can ride too if he wants. Horses can take more than one person.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 2. That's already riding. Oh.
The head hanging of shame.
Poor Rensa. How are things at the Great Hall? Is everybody still alive? I hope so. Anyway. Oh. Now that the dead girl's alive, I think it now is time to celebrate.
Oh yeah, Rensa, you also missed Skezza becoming an alcoholic.
Wait, what? But you have a baby.
It's a satyr.
The worst part is, I think that makes that.
I asked a fawn and a satyr about satyr babies, and they all told me to drink a lot of alcohol.
Even before it's actually an Amazon with fetal birth defect.
That would be so horrible.
It would be horrible. Oh.
I guess that makes it okay. I mean, whatever best for the baby.
I mean, one of them was the king of satyrs, and I mean, come on.
I know it's not like satyrs metabolize alcohol differently from hobgoblins, catfolk, or other things.
Yeah.
At this point, Rensa is just going to shrug and say nothing. He's been wrong too many times today already.
Alright, so you guys all pile in through the front door. And you see Sig just chowing down on this great big roast chicken.
Good God, man. Have some table manners.
Rensa, you see a whole bunch of cute bunny girls. While the couple you've met so far have been pretty fair to actually kind of ugly looking in the case of the dead girl, these bunny girls are all absolutely adorable.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
And over Skype.
Okay. That's a statement.
Hmm?
It's a statement, not a question, apparently. Try again.
I was still typing.
Oh boy. Mother of God. Did they eat all my pierogies? Those bastards.
Rensa's gonna tear up a little bit because he's finally surrounded by women again.
They did.
So yeah, the hall is full of cute bunny girls. All of them have basically the same figure as those you've met back in Pergolith. The wide hips, large breasts, flowing white hair, and cute little bunny ears. One of them over here is wearing a little wizard hat. One of them up here has huge breasts and is suckling a baby.
And not one of them has a dick.
You don't know. You don't know. And of course, right here, sitting next to Sig, there is a particularly attractive bunny girl. Certainly older looking than the others. She appears to be in her perhaps early 30s or so, and has a almost perfect hourglass figure. And she's currently sat with her head resting on Sig's shoulder until you walk in, at which point she stands up, letting you see her in her full glory. She's almost completely naked, save for a very small loincloth and a pair of little pasties on, and she carries a staff. She smiles as the party returns and says, "Ah, you're back. Good. I suppose I should thank all of you for saving my daughter's life. Or should I say restoring it?" And she will bow before the party, clutching her heart-shaped staff to her chest before turning her eye to Rensa and saying, "Ah, I don't believe we've met. My name is Princess Aeduna. A pleasure, I'm sure."
Going to walk up and introduce myself. I am Rensa Gade, a friend to these people, but I came late to the scene. He's going to bow, say, I'm sorry, I kind of missed everything, wasn't here to help with anything.
Well, it's quite all right. Any friend of Sig's is a friend here. And she will motion to one of the bunny girls, who will quickly bring some plates of food and set them for the party.
Oh, Sax, you gotta get in on this. Delicious.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Sax will very pointedly take the seat Aeduna was sitting in just a moment ago.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
Does
You're still already there.
Does she look her right in the eye as she does it?
As she passes by Aeduna, she does, but, you know, she's behind Aeduna now.
Oh, that's funny.
There's so much sister-wife jealousy going on, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could use my last wish for that.
For what?
Nothing.
Totally used the last wish to give Rebecca amazing alchemy lab.
Too bad Sig has.
Clearly, I need to give myself an aura of polyamory.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, I don't think Sig's ever been
aura.
introduced to the dick before.
A huge aura, like we're talking like half a mile.
Just wish for the whole world to be polyamorous. Love for everybody.
Aeduna will return to her throne.
Now say the wish for something important.
I'm still thinking I might have to use it to bring back Lanin.
Queensguard's like, nah, don't worry about it.
Really, Queensguard? You'd rather she be off causing havoc and mischief without us there to keep an eye on her?
Well, it's possible that she would, but more likely she's rotting at the bottom of some cave once more where she belongs. Or, better yet, destroyed.
Nah, magic items always find their way into someone's hands.
Perhaps.
I miss Lanin.
So does Saxa.
I missed everything.
The party lost Lanin. She got teleported away. But Sig found a new magic sword, so it's okay.
Oh.
I found the sword that was totally meant for Rensa.
Well, this is what happens when you have to go away and do secret work for the queen. At least that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Princess.
We all know you were visiting your wife down with that Alchemist caravan.
Sucking all the dick. What?
Wow.
Oh, that would be. I remember those. I don't know.
Yeah, but you
What
had
did you laugh?
what's the name? But Cammy stuck in your butt.
That was a fun time.
Kinathis.
She was. Oh God.
Yeah. Remember that? You were
What
washing her in the river, she fisted and you clenched your heart and she couldn't pull her face out. And
Oh
you walked
God.
back, start dragging afterwards. Remember?
Oh man. That was something.
That was great.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, I was busy laughing all the time.
Alright, so the party gathers around the table, and the bunny girls will serve you a delicious and hearty dinner. The girls seem much more relaxed around you now than they were before. They'll chat pretty freely with you.
Question for you: how much food do you guys have here?
Enough. The Arcanist will say. He's probably the one closest to Backy. Time.
Well, what's your definition of enough? Do you have to spare, or do you have just we eat every day? Pretty good, but that's the limit.
Well, we have some magic to supplement our supplies, but we do have fairly regular shipments of grain and such brought in, and we're in no danger of starving. Admittedly, we eat fairly basic. Most of it we grow ourselves, or we have a chicken coop or two. Wish we had some cows, but sadly the ogres ate all of them. So it could be better, but we're certainly not not impoverished.
Now you have 3 ogres left to deal with, at least.
Let's see, Backy's talking with a nurse, or with the Arcanist, so you'll probably hang out with a nurse. Well, yeah, of course you're hanging out with a nurse. She's the only other girl there who's lactating, and, you know, obvious, or, you know, has your sort of figure, so she naturally gravitates over to you. She'll think about that for a moment and say, well, mostly well, Mother has us rebuilding here and there. Of course, there's always more children to be had, and she'll look over toward Aeduna, who's currently rocking the youngest little baby of the tribe. But for fun, well, Mother's always teaching us magic. We have a fairly large library, or, well, we did, and she'll look a little bit sad and glance towards the tower. Most of what we do,
most of the books.
but most of what we're able to do is work, trying to repair the castle, explore new parts of it. There's loads of territory under here that's blocked off by rock slides and tunnel collapses that we're slowly clearing out. Though, of course, we're no dwarves.
Yeah.
And as soon as she's done answering your question, she'll ask one of her own, which is, so, and she'll look down towards your belly. When are you expecting?
Well, probably in a few months. I don't think satyrs take that long. Like, maybe 6 months? It didn't happen too long ago, maybe a week. Maybe only a week or two ago, I found out.
Oh, wow. But 6 months? Well, that's an eternity.
It's gonna be a little while.
Wow. And she'll give you a great big smile and say, hopefully you're still here, you know, when he comes. I'd love to get to nurse another child.
Hope so. Well, probably going to have to be, I don't know, maybe going to be busy the next month or two. After that, probably will have to try and take it easy more, not go out and go on as crazy adventures. I hope I still get to do some fighting. I'd like to fight.
So you and your friends aren't staying here in the castle?
I think Sig does, but we do have other duties, and there's a big thing happening in a couple weeks, so we have to be around for. But I think Sig is very definite on moving all of our, at least most of our operations here to the castle. like the business he had.
Cool.
He has, yeah.
She'll sort of turn to
Our
Sig,
friends, I
who's
guess.
sitting next to her, and the nurse will ask him, or whatever Sig is, I don't fucking know anymore. She'll ask Sig, so, tell me about this business of yours.
I have a milk bar. Some cowgirls.
A milk bar? Wait, you mean people, like, just come in to drink cow milk, or...?
Cowgirl milk.
Cowgirl? Oh, you female minotaurs. I see.
Yeah.
But would you be moving that here, or to Kalensburg, when you're, ready to move all your stuff here?
I haven't worked it out yet, but maybe.
Thought that's what you wanted to do. Once you found a place, like, to settle in, you wanted to...
Like, I want to set up my base of operations here, but... I don't want to... If a business wanted to be profitable here, I want to try to shoehorn it in.
Well, I may not be a cowgirl, but, Mom's made sure I'm always full of milk, so if you need another employee, I guess.
How does she do that?
Oh, she did it with a spell.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A princess doesn't nurse her own children, of course, so one of us had to do it. She cast a spell on me, and, I actually used to be the smallest of all the girls, but now, and she'll sort of cross her arms under her prodigious bust. It gets bigger every time she has another child. It's amazing. I'm always full.
I'm going to try and visually compare with her.
Skezza, what's your cup size at now?
Oh god, I had to go back to my computer and check my character sheet.
The term is fucking big.
I don't know. I don't think Skezza really got that huge.
Let me see.
Fucking.
I got a bunch of cow. Double F.
Double F. Yeah. The bunny girl's definitely more well endowed than you are. You'd estimate her up to maybe an H cup.
Goodness gracious me.
Yep. And completely swollen with milk.
Wonder when I'm
like
going to start
Canadian,
lactating.
What was that, Skezza?
Said I wonder when...
Okay, hold on. Skezza first, then Backy.
I wonder when I'm going to start lactating. I mean, I'm got a lot of that cowgirl in me. It's just, and I'm pregnant, so I guess I probably...
The bunny girl will giggle and say, well, you should just ask Mom if you're, all eager. I'm sure she'd be willing to cast a spell for you. She'll wink at you.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Alright, Backy, go. Backy, type. Delightful.
Well, now I gotta go and see what it was.
She made a Canadian milk bag joke.
Oh.
So, anything
So
else
exactly how much of everything is currently available?
Define everything.
Food, various products, vegetables, meats, stuff like that.
They're well stocked. It's enough for the bunny girls and maybe a few more. They certainly have more food than they did now that the ogres are gone. But you don't, from what the Arcanist will tell you, you don't think that they have enough food to like support a whole bunch more people. Like, if all of you guys moved in, they might be able to handle it. But much more than that, they're gonna have to start importing.
No, just currently. For example, do you have enough to make like a really, really big cauldron?
A what? A cauldron?
Spare. Yeah, you know. Yeah, there's the regular cauldron size, and then there's the big ass fucking cauldron.
Oh yeah, they can they have
spare.
If you guys aren't staying around as you've indicated, then yeah, sure, they've got plenty of food to spare.
Okay, cool.
And after that, the Arcanist will ask, any reason for the question?
Well, you know, there's a castle, Kalen, something, can't remember right now.
Castle Kalen, that's right.
Yeah. And then there's Kalensburg. City where which got raided, razed, and then people tried to get back there. Unfortunately, their homes are a little bit infested, so they can't really get back to their own place.
Right. Look,
yeah.
We can support a few extra people, but
yeah.
There's much too many for us to help out there.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking for a bit to spare, so we can go down there, cook a giant cauldron of food, start handing out at least they got that day, and then we can go, you know, like start cleaning pounds a day, you know, and get back home.
Yeah, all right, I can see it. I'll ask some of the girls to start putting stuff together for you.
If perhaps maybe we can help. You know, I don't know, provide some kind of money to help get more supplies. You know,
Well,
like,
when do you get supplies and from who?
Well, and the Arcanist will start looking a little shifty until Aeduna says, "Go ahead, you can tell them. They are guests, after all." And the little mage will nod and say, "There's a small group of smugglers who operate here on the coastlines. We don't deal with the people of Kalensburg. We like to make sure that they think we're just monsters up here. But once a month or so we get a small shipment of grain and other food products from them, some steel for the blacksmith shop, just general supplies. It's a bit of a trek down to the coast, but it's always been worth it."
And how much does your normal shipment normally cost?
For a month's shipment? Let's save and do some math here.
Safe and math adventures.
Supplies.
How much for a loot? 1 copper.
See. Yeah, here we go. So 5 silver a head per day. 2. Let's say 30. Jesus, what? 150 times. How many bunny girls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bunny girls. 10 plus, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if that'll... Oh, wow. She'll tell you that it costs them just shy of 3,000 silver per month to feed everyone.
300 gold.
Per month.
Where the hell were they getting that from?
They have a contract with a group of smugglers who operate on the coast.
Okay, but what are they selling for money?
Aeduna will sort of look around for a moment and shrug and say, well, like I said, I brought quite a bit of money with me back from the homeland, and I'm able to sell some magical things. Well, we don't really have the gold to pay the smugglers, no, but we do it in trade mostly. A magic sword here, a gargoyle there.
Oh. Trading services for supplies.
Very well. I do a quick appraise check on the gem I have on me.
What gem?
The one that Mordred spat in my hand,
Oh,
remember?
okay. Well, you guys have a lot of wealth that you haven't converted into gold yet, so...
Do we?
You should have thousands and thousands and thousands of gold pieces worth of gemstones and magic shit.
What?
That reminds me, who the fuck is the treasurer in this party? Because I think a lot of the shit just gets left on the ground.
No, we put it in the... what's it called? I was saying... my brain is trying to say the guild vault all the time, but that's the wrong word.
The party loot, yeah.
The group... Yeah, the party.
Alright, but I mean, like, who actually writes that down? Because, I've actually been kind of wondering for a while, because there's been a load of gemstones and stuff you guys have picked up. Even a couple of +1 magic swords that you haven't converted into wealth yet.
Oh, I have one of those.
Okay, answer that. But yeah, anyway, with a 14, let's see, it was what, like an emerald, I think?
Yeah, big ass emeralds.
Yeah, okay. You think that would be worth maybe, it's a pretty big stone, so about 200 gold pieces?
Okay.
Turns out
Well,
Mordred values his life quite a bit.
He ate the right person. Just...
Actually, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I might have fucked something up.
Oh man, a +1 sword is like 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
Which is crazy amount of money in this place.
Okay, hold on. I think I might have really fucked this math up. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I did bad things. Hold on. Okay.
You did bad things.
Yeah. I forgot we used the silver economy for a minute there. Okay, that number looks much more reasonable. Yeah. The Arcanist sort of just pops herself in the head and says, "What? What was I thinking? No, it's closer to the 300 silver pieces. I forgot to carry a 0.
Ah, I see. I was going to say, those smugglers are pulling one over on you.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay,
charging you a king's ransom for a month's supply of food.
Okay, so It's about 300 silver per month to feed, right?
Yeah. To feed, like, this castle and the people that lived in there.
Okay. So,
Which included several ogres.
Which did include
And you
3
know-
ogres.
And you know how
ogre.
much those guys eat.
yeah. Okay, so Backy reaches into her robes, digs around, bends down, digs deeper, like a fucking Mary Poppins digging into her purse, rummaging around.
Goodness,
So,
deeper.
oh well, how big is her butt? Aha!
Ho, ho, ho.
Portal ass! Remember that from 30D1?
I do not remember that from 30D1.
You don't remember the ass of holding?
No, I do not. I think I would have remembered
I'm trying
that.
to suppress the memory.
I think I would have remembered that.
Was that DCL that got that? Or was that
I don't
somebody
think-
else?
I
Oh,
don't think that was me who
I
got
also.
that.
Oh no, I don't want to sell that. That'd be awful. I don't want to sell my cute maid outfit, even though it's extremely valuable.
Okay, so she reaches down and pulls out the bag of 300 silver pieces and dunks on the table. Okay, here's some amount worth of for you guys to just, like talk to them, ask for something extra. So here you go.
Okay, we'll try.
And in the meantime, we're rolling out tomorrow, correct?
We want to try and move on the church. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to go and we can't just leave, refugees like that. So,
Yeah.
as much extra food as you can spare, you can start cooking down there for them, and pay there with you.
Okay, we'll gather up what we would have been feeding the ogres, and I guess wherever Mordred ran off to, so his share, that's quite a bit of food.
Let's see.
Oh, by the way, Mordred, good guy, his wife, quite a bitch.
Kinda cranky.
The 2 Taliers who are sitting at your table giggle. Aeduna looks nonplussed.
And what is Razorwing doing over there?
Razorwing is currently
Those
getting
ones.
like shit tons of pets, and he's like doing little tricks to get food.
Why don't
That little sellout.
Man, he has like 3 naked busty chicks like just all over him.
Feeding
He's
him
in little
meat
bird
and
heaven.
stuff like that, so...
Yeah.
Are they actually naked?
Well, close enough.
Do
Wearing like
birds-
really skimpy shifts at best.
Do birds have libidos for bunny girls?
You don't know, but Razorwing
Okay.
certainly seems to be having a good time.
God damn it. God damn it, Razorwing.
Okay,
Getting
so
all the bitches.
300. So, and let's see. And then I chuck up 30 gold points, which is
That's another
also
300 silver.
right?
Yeah. And we need
And I
to
chuck
go
that up.
through.
I chuck that up on the table and say, and buy extra.
Okay.
Backy's very insistent.
Like I said, we'll
Mm.
try, but they may not have that much extra food. I'm sure the people in Kalensburg are buying it as fast as they can.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's why you have smugglers.
Well, no, that's what I mean
Right.
from the
Get stuff.
smugglers. Where else would they be getting food?
What I'm saying is that they might, the smugglers might not have the supply,
Right.
is what she's saying.
Well, get what you can then.
We will.
Simple as that. Then you got extra.
Thank you.
I think she's saying buy them out and tell them there's more where that comes from if they can get us more food.
Alright. I understand.
It's okay. Okay, so we need to prepare ourselves for tomorrow.
Yep.
And does anyone here have a magic book with spells and stuff in them?
Probably there's more than a couple like wizardy types here, probably.
The Arcanist will show you her spell book and say that her mother has a much larger one.
Okay, cool. Guess what? Read magic.
Make a diplomacy check to get her to give you her spell book.
No, it's not that. I'm trying to. I can't actually. I just tell her, oh, I can't throw magic at all. I just want to read it, see how cool it is.
Oh, sorry, Mother always says not to let other people see your spell book.
Backy likes to look at all the pretty pictures. And Celadrie will pat Backy on the head. Condescendingly.
Make a bluff check,
Yeah.
third. Oh
no, I'm not trying to convince her. I'm just making fun of Backy.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. The Arcanist will just eye you a little bit and sort of adjust her wizard hat.
Let her look. She's tricksy.
Note to self: do
I'll
not.
trade some spells with you, though.
Is that so? Aeduna says, and you look over and suddenly she's just right beside you.
Oh, hi, boobs. I mean, princess.
And since Aeduna's standing, she'll lean way over on the table here.
Oh my.
And she'll...
I see what's for dinner. I mean, chuck the baby across the table.
No, she hands it to the nurse across the table.
She like walks up to the table and chucks it across.
Yeah. Fuck off, baby. I'm trying to be sexy.
Go along, go along.
No.
Think fast.
Anyway.
It's a worse play than the Super Bowl. The 1 yard line. Anywho,
Aeduna will offer to trade spells of equal value with anyone in the party who has a spell book. Seems only
I'm
fair.
pretty close to inventing another new spell. Just one more day of work.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Have a bit of a magical crafter in you,
I like making my own stuff.
I found the talent to be quite useful. And she will give a slight
make
nod
everybody's
over.
boobies grow so big.
She'll give a little nod over to the nurse who's sitting there with her giant boobs full of milk. Give you a little wink.
That would be an interesting spell to learn.
Oh, I'd be happy to teach it to you. Let's see.
And thus begins the tale of Celadrie's spells reaching across the globe.
Yes, indeed.
And then in the next, what's it? In the next edition of D&D, it gets cut out because they couldn't secure the rights to those characters anymore. Looking at you, Pathfinder.
I don't get it.
Several spells in D&D were named after wizards. like Tensor's transformation,
Mordenkainen's
magnificent mansion, and Mordenkainen's what was just
sword.
sword.
Yeah, Mordenkainen's sword.
Big B's crushing hand and his whole, groping fetish of spells.
Yeah, the best kind.
And yeah, since Pathfinder, they don't have the rights to the characters, I couldn't use them. They aren't allowed.
So none of the Pathfinder spells have wizard names attached to them?
Right.
No!
I'm actually kind of surprised Pathfinder didn't just make up their own wizards, kind of like Pillars
I would
of
have loved
Eternity.
that.
Yeah.
It adds so much more flavor, I think.
It does. It's one of the reasons.
That's why I do Celadrie's Reversal. Yeah. And Celadrie's Compelling Questions.
Yeah, that's why I was getting that name, or that list of magic usernames from our group together, so I could slap those onto some spells.
Yeah.
Which is a fun exercise. But anyway.
I can't wait to see Cammy's spells.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Cammy's Burning Doves.
Oh, God.
All of her spells are avian-themed. And possibly fire-themed. But
Cammy's
anyway.
Flaming Turkey.
Yes.
Oh, no, you got it completely wrong.
God.
It's Firefall.
Firefowl.
Firefowl, yes.
Yeah.
I like Flaming Dove.
Furious flaming fowl missiles. I don't know. I need another
Cammy's
F.
Furious Flaming Fowls. It's a magic missile that does burn damage and can light the target on fire.
Yeah, that's right. That's the stuff.
But anyway, yeah. Celadrie and or Saxa. You guys want to swap spells with Aeduna? She's more than willing.
Sure.
Ooh.
Saxo
Get the boob
Wizard?
growth potion. Get the boob growth spell.
Yes, Sax is a wizard.
Alright, let me create a handout with all of this real quick.
I'll swap spells with Aeduna
And then rule.
Alright, to sort of... Oh god, now everything's bold. That's not
I'll
what
try
I
and
need
get
to
a
do at all.
good deal for my Celadrie's Reversal, though. That's my good spell. That's my baby.
I'm just
Also,
gonna-
sorry if I haven't been very talkative today. People have been coming to talk with me constantly.
That's fine. Let me just create this little note. I'm just going to paste in what she's got prepared and what's in her book. Let's see. In players' journals, all players, save, show. So yeah, that's what she's offering to trade. The
Hair light damage.
The lactic rush spells are the boob growth ones. Yeah, what is
Cat's black tentacles. What do you mean tier 1? Just level 1?
Yeah. It's a smaller word and makes it easier for Google Docs to chug through.
It does also
Get rid of the confusion.
ease confusion.
Yeah. It took me like forever to explain that to players back when I used to run public games. It's just, no, they're tiers now.
I'm a level 8 sorcerer that can use level 4 spells, and I'm on level 3 of the dungeon.
Yeah. God.
And I'm a level 1 wizard, too. I will look at her list, look at my list, and set up a trade here. Celadrie's notes, Freshen's breath.
Oh, I was muted this whole time. Shit.
That's what you get.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like an Arcanist, and say like Celadrie, you took like a level in Wizard, and this is out of character. Sorry, like if Celadrie took like a level of Wizard, started taking levels of Wizard, and she's already an Arcanist, does she then get a second spell book that only has like level 1 spells that act only on a caster level of Wizard? Because since they're both arcane casters that cast from the same spell list, would they have would she
I
be
believe
forced
you
to have
could
two separate
prepare
spell lists?
from either, but you would have your own set of prepared spells for each. I could be wrong on them being able to prepare from either book, but
it is a weird thing, since they're both arcane casters that cast from a spell book and the same spell list.
yeah, it's weird.
So what I'm saying is the caster levels wouldn't stack with each other.
No, you'd have your own wizard caster level. You'd have your own arcanist caster level.
So, question again. So, say you were a 20th level wizard, and so you hit the 20, and you can't go any further, and then you start taking other levels and other stuff. Would you then you would cast spells as a 20th level wizard, but then you start getting Arcanist levels, and then so you have these really awesome wizard spells, but then you have these dinky little Arcanist spells.
Things get really weird when you go into epic levels. So I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Pathfinder's epics.
Does Pathfinder have epics?
It probably does in there, but the way it worked in 3.5 was above level 20, you got like a standardized base attack and saves bonus. You could take levels in other classes, and yeah, you'd have the dinky little wizard thing. But I believe your power with your Arcanist levels would still go up. I think you can still learn epic spells.
And then it gets even more complicated. What if you have levels in this and that, but then you take a prestige class which adds caster levels to you?
You pick one.
You only have to pick one of them.
Yeah. The class will usually say if you have multiple, pick one, and that's what it applies to.
See.
Back in 3.5, there was this Ultimate Arcanist class that was meant for sorcerer wizards. It actually increased both your sorcerer level and your wizard level.
Cough, Mystic Theurge, cough.
Yeah, it was the fully arcane version of the Mystic Theurge.
Huh.
Anyway, Skezza, check chat. Also, what spells are you creating with Aeduna?
I am going to look that up.
Alright.
But I have to run to the bathroom.
Okie dokie. Fen, is Saxa going to make any trades?
What is Ghost Wolf a standard spell?
Yeah, it's a standard spell. It summons a ghost wolf for you to ride around. It's pretty great.
What is Greater Lactic Rush?
So when Saxa asks, I guess, Aeduna will say that it's a spell of my own devising. It gives a girl who needs it a permanent increase in her feminine attributes, and, more importantly, makes you perhaps the most lactation-friendly you could possibly be. You'll fill up to your physical maximum every single day for the rest of your life. And the more children you suckle, the greater you become. And she'll walk across the table and pat her nurse daughter on the head.
Oh, Okay then. I guess she will trade for lesser lack rush and greater lack rush.
Okay. Aeduna will request a first and third level spell in trade from Sex's book.
Go nuts.
I don't have Sex's spell book, so...
Level 3 I have Dispel Magic and Deep Slumber.
Level 3... Yeah, she'll take Dispel Magic. She's been meaning to learn that for a while.
Level 1, she has Sleep, Memory Lapse, Identify, Charm, Shield, Mage Armor, Grease, Mount, Hypnotism, Hold Portal, Floating Disc, Enlarged Person, Featherfall, Gravity Bow, and Jump.
Ooh. I think she'll take Featherfall. Why not?
Wonder if you could ever enchant a bow with Gravity Bow.
You can't?
I've never heard of anyone actually trying to do that. Or
Because you
no
have
one
to be a
near-
ranger, because it's a ranger-specific spell.
No, I
It's
mean
not.
like. No, I mean like in like straight up enchant a bow to like permanently to have it gravity all of your arrows to make them hit like a truck.
Never thought about that or heard about that, so...
She'd like to learn Cassidy's Black Temple, but she's not level 4 yet.
If you have a level 4 spell scroll, Aeduna will take that in trade, or... She's not really looking to make any money, though.
Ain't got shit, Captain.
No, it is ranger and Stalking Whiz.
Let's see, edit... Scroll way up to Savin's custom magical shit. Custom spells, there we go. Come on. Come on, Google Docs, you can do it. Or not. It's fine. I don't care. Be that way. Do 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 do.
Okay, I'm back.
Let's see. Just put in players' journals, all planes. Boop. There you go. Handout get.
Okay, I was just about to ask about those spells.
I was actually going to ask in work Skype earlier, but Fen only showed up like right before D&D. So, what do you think should be a good maximum milk amount per cup size? I was going to make a table, but
That is an interesting
You want the
question.
kids formula?
Sure. If it's comprehensible.
Probably not.
Right then.
I think Trap Quest has a formula for that.
Rather just get like a table, like if you have A cups, you have this much capacity, B cups this much, etc.
I think that's what they do.
Well, that would work.
Let me go take a look.
Skezza, why don't you make me a just a charisma check?
Aw.
Alright.
Only an
She'll,
8.
Alright, she'll blush and say that she'd be willing, but you know she's got the baby to take care of, and she hardly knows you. Maybe not tonight, but if you and your friends are staying around or coming back soon, you know You're very pretty, and you've been very nice to her all evening, so... And of course you have a deliciously familiar figure that she's been eyeing all night, so...
Yeah.
Maybe sometime.
Alright.
Alright, that makes
I think we'll
sense.
be flying back probably tomorrow as well. Yeah. Or later, at least. So we'll see how that goes. But I think... Okay.
So third, you're back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give spells, if any.
Yeah. I was just looking up that trap quest lactation thing. But yeah, I will... Of course, I'd love to take Lesser Lactic Rush and Greater Lactic Rush. Is there just a regular Lactic Rush?
No, I haven't had the need for an in-between. I give my daughter here, and she'll tap the nurse on the head, the greater spell, then if my offspring are particularly ravenous, I can fill her up as needed.
Okay.
Spellbook.
Well, when I finish it tomorrow, I can trade Celadrie's Compelling Question for Aeduna's Lesser Lactic Rush.
And what questions are you compelling?
Anything you want to ask.
Oh.
See, the spell, it makes them answer truthfully any question you put to them.
That does sound useful. I think that would be a fair trade.
She's got blindness, deafness. That's always a good one.
And remove blindness, deafness, as you
Oh, I
found
already
out.
have blindness, deafness. Damn. What level 3 spells do I have for Greater Lactic Rush? I've got Hold Person, Fireball, Aqueous Orb. I like Aqueous Orb. Vampiric Touch. Go through my other spell books that are in my inventory. Harrowing, Blood Biography. Lesser Animate Dead, she's already got that.
Well, she's an enchantress, so yeah, she'd be willing to trade for a Hold Person. Don't think. Oh, she knows she has that. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Aqueous
Orb is fun.
Yeah, that's a good trade. I think.
How about Cassidy's Black Tentacles? I've got my own. I got regular Black Tentacles. I see you already have Lesser Animate Dead, and I've got Animate Dead here. I've also got Skeleton Crew. And Confusion. Confusion's fun.
Confusion. I'd be very interested to learn that spell, yes.
Like people run around like chickens with their heads cut off. Except their heads is still attached.
Alright. I think that's a more than fair deal.
Yay!
Alright, so you guys spend some time and you get Cassidy's Black Tentacles. She will get Confusion.
I wish she had better level 2 spells.
Yeah.
So I could trade away Celadrie's Reversal.
She's probably got more spells than that. That's just what I had kit bashed together for her. Let's take a look. See if she might have. Maybe she has a scroll or something you'd be interested in.
I might take Unnatural Lust.
That is one of her favorite spells. She has to admit. Touch of Mercy is also useful if you get into a bit of a bind.
I'm back.
Let's see.
How about trading Celadrie's Reversal for Remove Blindness Deafness? I know it's level 2 for a 3rd level spell, but it is a custom spell.
Well, I suppose it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. It's a super useful spell, too.
Go ahead and give me a charisma check. 3rd or diplomacy roll.
I wish I were a charisma user. And now I actually have to open up my character sheet.
Also based Fen.
Diplomacy.
Not really realistic, but it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, she'll make the trade. Once you explain what that spell does, she's amused enough to want it on the spot.
Plus, just in case I get blinded again.
And Celadrie's Reversal is a tier 2 spell?
Yeah.
Alright. Throw that into her spell book.
So now I have Cassidy's Black Tentacles.
Why they gotta be black?
Because the black ones are bigger.
No, because the black one are more grabby.
That's racist. It's Black History Month, you can't do that.
I hate the idea of Black History Month. No offense.
Yeah.
It's just kind of stupid.
When are we gonna get White History Month, huh?
Motherfucker.
Hispanic History Month.
No, that's legit.
I mean, why relegate it to a fucking month?
Because slavery.
So?
What was that? What's that, DCL? Are you saying my history isn't legitimate?
Yes!
Okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page.
You're telling the Canadian his history isn't legit.
We
You
don't
know,
have to-
more
we don't need to
more black slaves in America were owned by Hispanics than were owned by white people.
I do not believe that.
Okay, so you're telling the Canadian who lives in Canada, whose country took all the runaway slaves from the Underground Railroad and gave them freedom, that his history isn't legit.
Yes.
Aw, snap, son.
Because they're
Oh,
Canada and this is
Well,
America.
yeah, there's I don't know, there's a couple of cotton fields down there missing you, so you can just go back there if you want.
I can't now. I don't need to. My college is already on top of a plantation, thank you.
Well, good. At least you're learning properly then.
Hey, Princess Lady. Princess Lady.
Aeduna, but yes?
You should totally call your Greater Lactic Rush just regular Lactic Rush, and then work on a new one that just makes their tits continually grow. Call that Greater.
Huh. That seems a bit cruel.
Jocks. Double O Lactic Rush.
They just keep growing and growing and growing and growing.
Wow.
Could be like a curse. Or for really hungry people.
I don't think that makes it okay.
Yes. In dire straits, I shall curse my enemies to have great, big, succulent breasts.
Yeah!
And suddenly the world became a better place. And she'll just ruffle your hair.
Yeah.
Hey man, that would be. I think that would be a much more peaceful world. That'd be way better.
Yeah, nobody could fight because they'd be too busy stumbling over the breast.
Well, don't worry, they can't escape during the zombie invasion anyway, so...
Zombie invasion in D&D is totally legit.
I'm guessing the lactic rush spells are transmutations.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Components?
Just regular spell pouch shit.
VSM. Drop of milk.
Sure.
Local somatic and material.
Yeah. Custom magic.
Oh, the first one doesn't make boobs grow?
Not permanently. They might get a little bit bigger because they're full of milk, but, you know. You gotta
I was
go
going
for...
to use it offensively.
I don't know. I think it would certainly distract people if they suddenly, you know, felt super full and really
Speaking
wanted to
of,
be drained.
Resistance. Fortitude save, will save.
The caster touches herself or another willing creature.
Ah,
It is a touch spell.
willing.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I didn't bother putting a save in there.
Damn, I can't use it offensively.
Well, clearly you need to make, start being a knockoff wizard, Celadrie's Lactic Rush.
Use create my own versions.
Wizard copyright wars go.
Celadrie Duna. Bumblebee Tuna. Bumblebee Tuna. Bumblebee Tuna.
So is Saxa getting anything else fun? Or just the Lactic Rush spells too? Take that as a no.
Huh?
Is Saxa getting anything other than the Lactic Rush spells from Aeduna?
I think that's it.
Alright. Certainly seems to be the most popular girls at the party tonight.
Obviously. Yeah, the notes for how Trap Quest does lactation wouldn't help. One unit of boob flesh can contain 1 unit of milk. Doesn't really help. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So that's what the greater one does. It does permanent lactation. But wouldn't that couldn't that get extremely out of hand?
Only if you keep suckling new children.
Yeah, but what if you just keep what if you just keep having kids?
Well, then are you asking that question out loud or?
Yeah,
that's your own damn fault.
Well, yeah. Aeduna will just again come over here to the nurse, and she'll press herself up against her daughter's back and say, actually, hold on, what's this girl's name? Right. Selena here used to have only cute little C's. Now look at her. She's nursed almost all the other girls here. And she will reach down and she'll just grab one of the girl's great big bovine tits.
Oh my.
Oh god, they're bovine.
Well, they, you know,
Light.
bovine size. Cowgirl tier. Got, like, double H cups.
I was just imagining like a pair of udders on her chest.
Oh, God, no. So you've now learned that the nurse's name is Selena. Doop, doop, doop.
Hmm.
Yeah, the nurse will squirm a little bit. Get a great big grin until her mom releases her. Then we'll walk off with her baby. So yeah.
Interesting.
So if no one has anything else they want to discuss with the Talier.
No, not really.
Alright.
Yes, well,
Alright, so, you guys finish dinner, you talk for a while, and then eventually go on off to bed.
I want to go see what that blacksmith is all about now.
Oh boy. Alright. So you head on outside, go down. Selena the nurse will give you a knowing wink as you depart.
I will wink right back at her.
Alright, so I'll say Talia's fucked off to bed by now.
I will see about her later, another day.
So yeah, you head on over and walk into Ronya's shop. She doesn't even look up from her book and says, "We're closed."
I know.
She looks up from the book and says, "Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want at this hour? Come to play with one of my little pets again?"
Well, you mentioned something rather interesting, and I was talking to one of the other, the wet nurse girl who was at the keep, and she mentioned something rather interesting about you.
Oh, did she now?
Yeah, so I was wondering if you wanted to what your offer. I was wondering more about what your offer was earlier.
She'll look you up and down, and she'll just crook a finger towards her, herself sitting in her chair.
Oh, well, I will just sashay my way over to her and sit down on her desk.
All right. So you
Plant my big booty on the desk.
All right. She will plop her feet on the desk in turn, one on either side of you, and say, "Well, I believe my daughter was right. I do have a certain interesting mutation. You see, once upon a time, my mother lost to a rust monster, and suddenly her legs are wrapped around your waist, and it fucked her, and then I came out, but I was a little bit different than the other girls." And her legs pull you down into her lap, and you feel a absolutely massive weight between her legs pressing against your thigh.
Oh my!
Now,
Well,
Rustcock.
I think you're a little drunk. I'm a little tired, and I have a bed upstairs. Now, do you want to see what a rust monster cock looks like?
oh well, I think I'd be very interested. And if you don't mind,
Wait,
I was down for a monster cock.
well, I am looking to have a bit of fun today. And if you don't mind, would you like to try something too? I happen to have some very nice nymph wine on me.
Well,
back.
You do know the way to a girl's heart, don't you? And she will grab her hands on your butt and pull you up
Oh,
as she stands up, and she will just cart your ass off to a little door in the back and a stair that goes up.
well, if she's going to get all grabby, I'm going to get all grabby, and I'll just reach a hand right down between her legs and give her a nice squeeze.
Alright. So you find a particularly large something down there, almost as big as Gregor's. But this is covered with a coat of tiny brush-like cilia that tickle across your fingers. By the time you get it out of your pants and she's throwing you onto her bed, you can see that it's as orange as a Terran sunset and easily over a foot long.
Terran Sons, you are. What are you reading? What?
This is the description of a city.
You are reading directly from a tits description.
I am reading the Ross Monster comics from Tits, yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
Terran Sunset. It's not like everyone reacted to that. Nope, not
Oh
please.
God, that's funny. Oh, I love it.
Alright, so yeah,
Oh man.
Skezza, you are pounded into that bed like you wouldn't believe, and driven to orgasm again and again by these strange alien feelers all along her length.
God, I hope it's not a memory foam mattress. I remember everything.
I'm gonna just
She'll tell
let
you
her
it's-
fuck me. I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't mind, Skezza getting down on her knees for her.
Oh no, she's more than eager. Let you worship at that particular altar.
Oh, well, I think Skezza is going to be quite occupied for the rest of the night.
Oh, it's just too bad you're already pregnant, as Ronya will whisper into your ear between ass-quaking thrusts. So that's what happens to Skezza that night.
Yes. Skezza finally got the dick she wanted to get. She's been trying to get all day.
Indeed.
I was right over here the whole time.
And, hey, you're married.
No, I'm not.
I mean, you're fine, but
Nope,
then there's
you are
Saxa.
married.
Yeah,
I'm engaged.
there's Saxa and the princess.
What
She's like,
I'm
about
not
your
married, though.
Amazon lady?
She saw the...
Oh, yeah. But that doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Oh,
It doesn't. It was like a forced rape marriage. Come on.
And Skezza knows you're willing, but then she knows how kind of possessive Saxa can be. She's seen the looks that she gives the princess. She's like, well, I don't really want to make Saxa upset. She thinks well of Saxa, so she doesn't want to encroach on her territory.
No.
So, morning rolls around. The rest of the party wakes up refreshed and at full health, and they're treated to a delicious breakfast. Skezza, you wake up sore, barely able to feel anything beneath your waist, and alone in bed. You can hear the clanging of a blacksmith's hammer coming from downstairs already.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just get my underwear back on, and we'll go downstairs.
You reach under the bed where your panties fell, and you feel something very smooth and brush-like, almost like a feather sticking inside them. When you sort of look underneath the bed, there's a little rust monster poking its head out with your panties on its head. Its feelers sticking out the legs.
That's actually kind of cute and funny.
You know, rust monsters are one of the most misunderstood monsters in D&D. They never want to kill people. They just want their delicious loot.
Yeah,
And
It's
yet
true.
we murder them by the dozen.
Well, I'm going to reach down and give it a. I guess I'm going to crook a finger and scratch it under the chin.
it clicks at you and makes a little hissing sound and wiggles.
Well, I know you like those, but I'm afraid I'm going to need those back there, little guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my panties off of its head
Alright.
and slip those back on.
So, Skezza, what do you wear for armor, by the way?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a question.
It's full plate.
Right. So you have a breastplate when you wake up. The rust monster looks very fat.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with your owner.
It clicks at you.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes at it, and I'm gonna go check off. Then I have to go and check my gear.
Right. Aside
Check to
from
see what's in there.
the rest of your armor, everything with the breastplate having been eaten away.
Guess it's a good thing I have a spare.
Aside from that, the rest of your gear seems to be fine. This sneaky little bastard gorged himself close to bursting. In fact,
Well, I guess.
he can't get out from under the bed, it turns out.
Well, that'll show you for eating someone's possessions. How does she run a blacksmith shop with you guys around? I will never know. Well, I guess I can. I guess I can put the breastplate from my regular armor onto that set of winter armor that I got off of from the caves.
Alright.
You won't. I guess it will probably might not clash. It should still work.
You know, your normal breastplate's like a silvery color, and Winter's armor's all black, and it's really old.
Shit.
But it's not horrible.
Kinathis,
Gonna be a little mismatched. Great.
Kinathis,
Hmm? Oh, do we still have any of those nice, shiny Masterwork full plate suits?
yes, we never got them sold off, remember?
They're just sitting in our warehouse,
No, they're sitting on inventory.
Well,
which
who's
means
got
they're
In the
sitting in
party
the
list.
warehouse. They're in the warehouse, is what you're saying.
That's pretty much it, yes.
Well, that's all the way off in Pergola, so I guess I'll have to wait
Oh.
until I get
Yeah,
back.
and just a quick reminder that where we are. Okay, think about it. We're
We're in
near
Calenberg.
Cadensburg. Yes. And what other armor are you trying to wear?
Full plate?
Yeah, from whom?
I see what you mean. Maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to wear that.
Might not be the best one.
I'll have to go and see about that later. Maybe she'll loan me it. Maybe
you
she
still
can
wake
lend
her
me
up.
some armor. Maybe she can lend me some armor since her pet ate my suit of armor.
It's not lending, it's replacing.
I'll have to have a talk with her about that.
Yeah, wake her up.
So, yeah, after getting my panties back on and cleaning up all my taking inventory of all my stuff and making sure it's out of reach of a fat. Well, he's fine. He's stuck under the bed.
He clicks at you.
I will make my way downstairs.
Alright. You are back in the office. / showroom. There's a gigantic, huge Rust Lord sitting in a pen, which also clicks at you.
You guys can be a little mean. You know that? One of your little ones ate my armor.
Hold on. Stay there for just a second, Skezza. Need to look at something.
Uh-oh.
Do 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 do. Let's see, what does he have to do? Okay. Okay. Does a 27 hit your touch AC?
Yeah?
Alright. Follow-up question. Are you actually wearing your armor right now, or did you just, like, dump it?
No,
Okay.
not right now.
So you're,
It's
like,
upstairs.
basically just in your clothes?
I'm just in my panties.
Okay. He comes up, and these gigantic feelers just waft over the fence here and just start tickling your nipples. Tickle, tickle.
I will take a step back and just eye the big Rust Lord. I wonder. No. Couldn't be. Wait, no. Nah. Couldn't be. And then I'm just gonna walk off.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the down here.
You go outside and hear the deafening clang of hammer on anvil as Ronya's working. She hasn't noticed you yet.
I think I'll just stand and watch her for a minute. Just appreciate the view.
Alright. And what a view it is. The rippling muscles glistening with sweat as she stands next to the fire, pounding a horseshoe till she's satisfied with it and tosses it into a bucket of water. And she throws her hammer over her shoulder and rolls her arms and turns around.
Is it on the calendar now, Kyle?
Oh, there you are. Finally woke up, did you?
Yeah, I got real tired out from being kept up so late.
Well, you just stop by any time and I'll make sure you don't get a good night's sleep again. And she'll toss the hammer onto the ground and just grab your butt, both hands, pull you against herself.
Oh, well, I think I'll definitely have to take you up on that offer. Certainly had a lot of fun.
Well, I guess I was wrong about you and your friends. Not that bad after all.
No, I don't think so. Not once you get to know us.
As you're rambling, she just pulls you into a kiss.
Oh.
And she breaks it after a good long moment. Picks her hammer back up and says, "So, are you just here to watch, or?"
Well, probably have to meet up with my friends soon. We're going to go and see about the church in the middle of town. There's something there we need. Probably have to deal with some nasty monsters on the way. But we'll probably stop back again after we're done with that.
Good.
And I was enjoying the view.
She'll wink over her shoulder and start fanning the flames a little bit more.
I do have to talk to you about something.
Oh?
Seems that one of your little friends got into my stuff while we were sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She
I kinda...
turns around and crosses her arms, looks you up and down, and says, "I thought I trained them better than that. Oh well.
It's
Go
kind of
ahead,
stuck.
take whatever you want from the shop."
We have a whole lot of stuff back home like suits of full plate that we scavenged, but they're kind of out of the way. So yeah, if you don't mind, if I could just borrow something.
Go ahead. I think I have a suit of plate that might fit someone of your physique. And if not, then I'll just have to measure you out a bit and hammer it to fit, won't I?
That sounds like it wouldn't. That sounds like it would be fun. I will be sure to return anything I do borrow to you. So let's see about that armor. Let's see, does it fit?
So you two of you go into the shop and find a suit of armor, and well, it's certainly made for a curvaceous woman. You are more so. And Ronya takes a certain measure of delight in getting her measuring tape out and, making sure everything's as close to your form as she can, so just very hands-on, of course.
Oh,
Takes
of course.
great pride in her work. It has to be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So she gets what she needs from you, and she says you can pick it up in about an hour. She's just going to pound out the breastplate a little bit, but should fit you pretty well.
Wonderful. If you... Well, I don't know. Well, if you're going to put all this work into it, I can't just let you go empty-handed, so perhaps maybe we could trade. I happen to have this rather unique set of armor. It's very nice, all black and gold-colored, with a nice design on the front. I found in a cave off of some creek, off of some poor fool that didn't get out. Maybe you'd like to trade for it instead. Have your work for it instead.
I think that's a very fair trade, though. I have to wonder if you already have a suit of armor that fits you. Why aren't you
it
just
doesn't
wearing
fit
that?
me.
Huh.
Oh, I don't think it will fit me.
It's too bad. I could always take your measurements again. And she gives you a playful wink, and we'll take the armor from you.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I'll give her the armor, and I'll collect my stuff, and...
She will send you on away with a grab of your ass and a wink. And away you go. Or the call could just die. That's cool too. Really now. Well, that would be unfortunate. Yep, internet is down. Well, shit. Oh.
I have no idea.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
My internet seems to have dropped for just a moment. That's
Oh no, my internet.
my internet's. I don't know if I found.
I was worried when they all got suddenly very quiet.
Yes. So what were you doing right at the end there, Kina?
Oh.
Sorry.
What was the last thing that went through?
You were giving her your armor, I believe.
Okay. I gave her the winter armor.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna make fix up one of her sets for me to use.
Yeah.
And then I went to go and collect my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Put on some just some clothes.
All right.
And gather my things, and then I'll give her a hug on the way out and whisper that she's free to take my measurements whenever she wants. And then I'll just trot out to the keep.
All right. As you're going, she'll just answer you with a great big slap on the butt.
Oh, that'll give Skezza a spring to her step.
And she'll just resume her blacksmithing. Booty call acquired.
Yeah.
See now, where'd Skezza's token run off to?
And then I'll take 2 servings of nymph wine off of my inventory.
Alrighty.
Definitely would share with her.
Alright. You notice, well, I don't know if you would have noticed that night, so your belly rumbled a little bit during the evening, but you'll just chalk that up to getting like a triple helping of spooge.
Oh yeah.
And that was before you got on the bed.
Your baby's gonna be a slut.
So
Just
gonna be a
continually
satyr.
bathed in spooge.
it's gonna be a satyr.
Just like her mom.
Oh, it's true though.
It's gonna come out as frog puss. Sleep cockbutt.
Skezza's very happy with who she is. She's an awesome warrior.
Who takes a mighty amount of dick.
Move, 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 move.
Yeah.
Ah.
Move, 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 move.
One of these days, Skezza's gonna actually get some sort of cow TF that makes her go moo.
Instead of just doing it on purpose, start doing it unconsciously.
Although, ever since Backy's been doing it to you, you have noticed that, occasionally there will be a bit of a bovine sound to your voice. Occasionally, just a little bit. Occasionally you'll find yourself talking to yourself and just go moo. What? I mean, it's just ugh.
Oh god.
So yeah.
Taka getting louder to anybody else?
Yes. Where'd Fen go?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Fen's not even online. Jesus.
Yeah.
sorry.
What are you doing?
I was talking.
He's making sweet, sweet love to his iPod.
Alright. Speaking of making sweet, sweet love to things, so Skezza waddles back in to the Great Hall a little bit after everyone gets up and is eating breakfast. The nurse will give you a great big smile as you enter.
What was that? I'm sorry.
You get back to the Great Hall right as everyone is sitting down at breakfast. The nurse will give you a knowing smile as you enter.
I will sit down next to her.
Alright. So we'll put her back at the table. She'll deposit her baby with one of the girls who isn't eating for the moment. And she'll more than happily eat with you. So, I noticed you didn't come back to the keep last night.
No, one second.
That has to be awkward. Trying to roleplay, getting your panties off of a rust monster, while behind you, like, your roommates are playing League of Legends.
I know, right? I don't know how Kina does it. Then again, I mean, we do have DCL here who roleplayed seducing a man with his mom in the room, so...
I thought you forgot about that!
Never fucking forget.
Something like that.
You never forgive!
There's nothing to forgive. That was the best thing fucking ever.
Forgive me. And we're certainly never going to forget.
Hold on, DC. Let me go get some crackers for you to put all this fucking salt on.
What are you talking about? There's plenty of crackers right here.
No, don't
I've missed you,
The best
DCL.
part was when you guys told that his fucking trap ant waifu was turned into an elephant.
That wasn't as funny, but...
Yes, it was. That was with Joy.
Oh, no.
Joy was turned into an elephant.
Gosh, she doesn't have a
That
name
was
yet.
so good.
Who doesn't?
I still have
Blacksmith lady.
the audio file.
Name is Ronya.
What was it?
Yeah.
You spent
Boop.
the night with her, took how many loads into your cunt, and you don't know her name.
She did. Her token doesn't have a name.
Yeah, it does. She's not here.
Of course not.
If
No,
you'd
I-
asked her her
I
name.
think they have the brain power for names.
See? There you go. Ronya the blacksmith.
There.
It takes me a little while to remember someone's name.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. It's just, don't say it's not on a token, because it was on a token.
No, you can't say that because I zoomed Razorwing up there so I could take a look at her token. And there was nothing there.
It's right fucking there.
It wasn't there when I looked at it.
Well, you're blind.
That-
Anyway, so what were you saying to the nurse girl?
I'll just blush and say, yeah, I went to go check out what you said about the blacksmith lady, and she had made an offer earlier, and so I just went to go take her up on that and just have a good night.
She
And
will.
one thing led to a penis, and
She'll giggle and say, "Oh, I hope our sire treated you like the lady you are." She gives you a knowing wink that says she expects nothing but the opposite.
Oh, she treated me very well. Didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked, as I usually like, but that's a small price to pay.
She will. She'll giggle and just continue eating.
So how about you? How was your night?
Oh, I can't complain, I guess. The baby's been a little bit restless lately. It's all the extra
Oh.
people around, I think.
Getting all excited.
Plus, a couple of my sisters might have been hungry in the night. Yeah, it's a Fen.
My desktop decided that there was no cable plugged in for internet.
So, Savin lost internet, then immediately afterwards, Fen lost internet.
Yep.
The trend of us being the same person continues.
I did
Same.
actually have internet when I said, "Oh no, my internet," but
Oh no, my internet.
I was just switching.
And,
you just
and then the
cursed
universe
yourself.
decided to say, okay,
Yeah.
no internet for you.
No, this is my desktop was like, no, there's no cable plugged in. So I toggled the what am I trying to say? Toggled my brain, apparently.
Yes.
Toggled the LAN connection hardware, whose name I can't think of right now.
ooh, Star Wars Humble Bundle.
Local area connection, I guess. Disabled it and enabled it. And it's like, oh, wait, you do have internet. And then I kill a baby.
And you killed it.
Well then, that escalated
Escalated
quickly.
No, you gotta sacrifice something to the Dark Lord.
your sock.
So anyway, yeah, you guys eat breakfast.
Enough of Skezza hogging everything. Is anyone else going to do anything?
Gather up all the resources we get.
The Talir will get you a pretty sizable amount of food. A couple of nice big crates loaded down with fruits and vegetables, some salted meats, a little bit of some bread.
They'll be okay if we take this, right? They'll have enough food for themselves,
yeah? This is what they would have been giving the ogres in Mordred for the rest of the month.
Oh, okay, alright. Good. I want to make sure we're not taking food from you guys.
We'll be fine, the Arcanist says, carting in this big load of food.
That's good.
So, everyone please bump your hit points back to full. If Rest XP hasn't finished you off, Aeduna will. And you will be ready to go. Unless you have anything else you'd like to...
You say?
Rest hit points.
Yeah, that was a bit of a... Yeah.
Did I say rest XP? I'm a
You
dumbass.
said rest XP.
Yes.
Wait.
Rest hit dice. Oh, that's the half ogre, half
Just
bunny
one
girl.
one.
Oh, that's...
Yes.
Okay.
She has some. Now that you're able to get a look at her, without all the soot and shit all over.
She's all cleaned up.
Yeah, basically. She's still not what you would consider particularly comely, but she is wearing much more armor than any of her sisters. She's got actual bits of leather and chain on, sword on her back. She's much taller than they are, but otherwise continues to sport the same bunny ears and flowing white hair that they do. Got a couple of pretty nasty scars on her cheek and her upper shoulders that are bared.
I bet she's be a good fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to just have a little practice fight with her, just to see what she does. You know, Skezza likes to fight.
Speaking of which, when she comes out, first thing she'll do is make a beeline to Sig. She will take her sword out, which might alarm some members of the party.
Combat, roll initiative.
All right, roll initiative, I guess.
Wow, almost agitated right there, like. She
What's
runs
going
up
on?
to Sig, takes out the sword, like, oh shit, motherfucker, no you don't.
Who are we fighting?
You don't know. The half ogre bunny girl Geistrin just came up to you and pulled her sword out. So Backy called for initiative. So I guess we're rolling initiative.
Alright. Boop.
It's a good thing everyone rolled for shit.
Wow.
Oh wait, except Geistrin rolled worse.
Yeah, she rolled a she agithud.
Wow, I'm so...
It's like 1, 2,
Alright.
Wait, I had the best roll with a 9?
Yeah. you did.
All right, Rensa, knock it out of the park, buddy. Come on.
Okay, what bonus do I add again?
Dexterity.
I bet I know what she's doing.
yeah,
See what Aeduna's
I know
stats
too, but
are.
this is
Nope.
too much reaction.
Wow, really?
What the fuck, party? Jesus Christ.
Not a single person.
Oh,
Not
wait.
Even,
No,
not even the NPCs. Oh my god.
Aeduna rolled a fucking 22. Alright.
4 8s? Are you kidding me?
Cammy was good for it.
Alright.
22.
Cammy.
That's the GM.
Oh, that's the princess.
I guess I'll switch my name back.
Princess Savin.
Alright, so... Backy, what are you doing specifically that's causing, like, right when she starts pulling her sword out from over her back, what do you do?
For me?
No,
Wow,
Rebecca.
Guess what I have?
A bomb?
Guess what I have that's volatile.
Jesus, you people.
Alright, so you're reaching for a bomb, basically?
Yeah.
Alright, so Aeduna's, sitting on a throne watching everything. She sees you reaching onto your, belt full of bombs. And she just sort of waves her staff at you. Give me a will save.
Okay.
DC, I'll crack a
Celadrie's
quieter.
reversal.
Ah, shit. Let me mute my mic.
Appreciate it.
This fucking Taka.
Let's see if it's any good.
Alright, let me go see what her 14...
It's not a bad roll. Looks like pretty decent.
Alright, yeah. You feel a little niggling in your mind, but not sure what that was all about. Sig. You see Backy reaching into her bomb pouch, and the half-ogre, half-bunny girl pulling her sword out.
What kind of sword is it?
It is a great sword.
Okay.
With little bunny ears instead of a crossguard.
Alright. I could either be about to be knighted or shanked in the back. So I guess what I'm gonna do is ready in action to go total defense if she swings.
Okay.
There's a
Skezza. You see Backy reaching for bombs, Geistern pulling her sword. What do?
Is everybody here a PTSD Vietnam vet? They see somebody going for their weapon and they all just flinch.
Alright, to be fair...
We were responsible for murdering.
But you brought her back to life.
Also, I mean, if anyone pulls a weapon in
Yes.
any situation, I mean, that's sort of a cause for concern. Also,
Yes, it's a nice state. Yes, but not Vietnam.
also, last warning to bump your hit points to maximum, everyone.
I will.
Before things start to explode. Cough,
I will-
Fen and Cammy, and Celadrie.
I will put a. Well, okay, so I see Rebecca going for her bombs. I see the bunny girl with the sword
Mm-hmm.
and is approaching Sig. Well, oh god, we blew her up, but Sig brought her back to life. And everything seemed fine. I'm gonna put a hand on my sword and just kind of stand and what does I want to say something, but
Think fast.
I'm just gonna. I'll just say it. Just don't.
Three.
No, I don't know what to say.
Alright, so... you just put your hand on your sword or whatever.
Sword and stand up and give her look right at her.
Okay. Celadrie.
What's wrong with you guys?
Seasoned adventurers, man.
You guys are
So-
weird. I will prepare an action to cast Celadrie's reversal on anybody who makes a offensive move. Anybody.
Okay. Backy.
Okay. Gets 2 bombs out. 1 in each hand, and says, "You make a bad move and I'll blow you back up to that fucking tower."
Okay.
Ready to, in case she does anything hostile.
Okay. So, with her natural 1, Geistern just sort of looks up and sees everybody fucking going for their weapons, and she
I got your back.
takes a step back and says, in a particularly deep voice, "Peace, I mean no harm." And she will plant her sword tip first into the ground, and she will take a knee in front of Sig.
Do it.
And say,
I win.
"Siegfried, Mother has told me I owe you my life. For that, I pledge my life to you. Do with me as you will. Command me as you will."
Well, Mr. Prince, you have a knight.
Oh god.
I think we can hop out of initiative.
Oh god.
Whatever happened?
She's Brienne of Tarth.
Whatever happened to our knight? Whatever happened to Rebecca's knight?
You left them back in, what's it called? Kalensburg.
What? Night.
You pulled a card from the deck of many things that granted you a knight.
A lion knight.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You can just dismiss him if you want, but yeah, you do have a loyal knight that you decided to leave back in town.
No, that wasn't me. That was
Yeah.
the Hobgoblin.
No, we pulled two knights.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
there were two.
Yeah.
Two knights. No, I have a knight. I'll tell
Yeah,
her
but
to rise.
I never pulled a card.
Yeah, you did. I have video evidence of this.
Oh, if you did, I would like to see it because...
Alright, hold on, let me go.
Doesn't register that.
Let me go, playlist Sav&D 2.0. See. Let's say it's probably session 28.
Christmas session.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, there we go. So, more like 36. Ah, here we go. Doot, 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 doot. Somewhere in that video towards the end. Anyway, so Sig, you tell Geistrin to rise, and she does so slowly, resting her hands on her the crossguard of his sword, though her eyes are pointed decidedly at the floor. You note that she is a solid 6 foot even, she sort of towers over you.
Okay. She's a half ogre.
Half ogre, half bunny girl.
Gotta have the strong.
She does look to be infinitely stronger than her sisters. Has very tense, well-toned muscles beneath bits of leather and chain that she's wearing as armor.
Gross. Alright, well. I guess, if I need to give you an order, your job will be to keep this castle safe. And to keep the peace.
She will give you a very forceful nod and say, "So be it." And she will take a few steps back to join her sisters.
Sheriff Geistrin. For a cowboy hat.
Just keep looking at her. Still her bombs in the hand. Yeah.
She will return your look, hand still on her greatsword. A little bit of a weird corner there in the left, but otherwise pretty decent.
I'd like to see you MS Paint better.
No. Only about the right size there. There you go. Yeah.
Oh god. She'll keep the peace with her ogre cock.
So yeah, The bunny girls seem to relax a little bit as the tense moment passes. Aeduna will breathe a little sigh of relief and loosen her grip on her staff. And, yeah. Situation resolved for the moment. What do you do?
Well, that chicken's still there, so something's got to be done about that.
I'm
Well,
sure
no,
that's
it's-
not what's for breakfast.
No, for breakfast you guys have scrambled eggs mixed with sausage and cheese in
oatmeal?
there. They didn't make oatmeal, but if you got up... Yeah, actually you weren't there when they were cooking breakfast, so no oatmeal.
Do they have
Okay.
goat meal?
No, they have
Then
big
I'll just have
big
what
plate
they
of
have.
scrambled eggs and sausage and cheese. And some very warm bread right out of the oven.
I'll get you
Sometimes I
warm
just-
bread out of the oven.
Okay.
Sometimes I really just want oatmeal with honey in it. Or
Yes,
This
or-
woman's having pregnant cravings. Somebody help her right now.
No, stop. No.
Get
Okay.
this woman some oatmeal. Stat.
No,
with
no,
honey.
The nurse
No,
will
no,
hop
no.
up and say,
Wait,
"Don't
wait,
worry,
wait.
I'll make you some. Don't worry about
No,
it."
no, wait,
And
it's
she'll-
fine. It's fine. No, stop.
No, you can't stop her. She's gone.
And a big bowl of ice cream.
Wait, what? Celadrie. No.
Just let me have this.
I'm just. Skezza's just gonna put her head down on the table.
Okay.
Backy.
Savin,
Yeah, go ahead.
Backy's just gonna crab walk, like hammer walk, all the way out. Still looking at Gay Street.
Becca?
She cocks an eyebrow, but doesn't really do anything.
Zoidberg's right out of the room.
She's not letting go of the fucking bombs in her hand, dude. Just to make sure. Just
Rebecca, you. What did you. Okay. Well.
She's
that-
lost it.
The Arcanist, who's been sitting over here like eating some fruit, will just say, "Your alchemist friend is very strange."
Yeah.
Razor.
All
If
that
she ever had a
cocaine.
rocker, I think she's off it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
A couple of minutes later, Selena will come back with a little bowl full of warm oatmeal.
And the ice cream?
Any what?
Ice cream.
Are you pregnant?
No, she wanted a
No.
big bowl of ice cream too.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, big bowl of ice cream.
No, stop.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Thank
back
you.
to my
really,
scrambled
really didn't
eggs.
have to do that.
it's no trouble, and she'll give you the bowl and a big spoon and a little saucer full of sugar.
Skezza will blush in embarrassment at the situation, and will just start eating her oatmeal.
You are welcome.
I know what I'm having for breakfast tomorrow.
Oatmeal is so good sometimes.
Mm.
Just
Alright, so, you guys finish eating breakfast. The bunny girls are, I guess you guys are indeed leaving tonight, or today, rather, this morning.
Yeah.
Alright.
We got town to give food to and cook and stuff like that.
The bunny girls will make it readily apparent that they're sad to see you go. As you're kidding up to leave, Aeduna will approach Sig and give him a kiss on the cheek and say, "Return home soon and safe."
I plan on it.
She gives you a small smile and steps back, allowing you to finish preparing.
Oh, are we gonna deal with the stanky ass thing in the well?
Oh, yeah.
Lady Blue.
Lady Blue.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if you could at least walk through the courtyard without vomiting.
Yeah,
That is a problem.
but Rensa's gonna kind of wake up for the first time and go, yeah, what the fuck was that?
There's some kind of goo person or creature in the well, and they throw all their garbage in there and she eats it. I think. That is how it works, right?
Aeduna will nod.
Okay, yeah, that is how it works.
can take care of that. If we tried, how long would it about estimated take?
To do what?
Try to fix with Lady Blue.
No idea. The well's just right next to the keep, so it's not a long walk. But Aeduna will once again advise you to just leave Lady Blue alone.
No, we gotta do something about that smell.
Well,
Yeah, we can do it once we get back. Let them have a little bit of rest and, you know, like, fix their stuff and everything.
alright.
Like, if nothing else, we need to move her outside the castle.
I don't think I'm going to be involved in this, honestly.
What are you, a little bitch? I don't remember you being such a coward, Rensa.
Wow!
You know, Pride and
Drunk
Honor is
pregnant
one.
women.
Pride and Honor is one thing, but that spell is a whole fucking another. I say we just hold our noses past the gates and leave it there.
We can deal with it once we get back. It hasn't been an issue for this long. Now there's no ogres that will screw over with things.
I mean, do
So-
you really want to set up our base camp in a place where every time we leave the building, we nearly gag?
Ah,
Vomiting isn't fun.
you were planning to make this our base of operations, weren't you?
It's my castle! Fuck yes, I am!
Well, I
man.
mean, you could have picked a castle that didn't have a small
I didn't pick it. It's mine, see? Sig will pull out the old sweat-stained
Please don't pull
loincloth
out your...
that has the deed written on the other side.
I don't suppose that can be, you know, like, transcribed onto something else other than your dirty underwear.
You need to have it notarized.
Do you go to someone for that? I don't know.
A notary.
Yeah, basically. Notary or some sort of like judge or lawyer would be able to do
Is
it.
it
If you just
really
make a
help-
transcription, you could call it forgery.
Well, it would be really nice to have that off of that.
That's good.
If you really say
So, yes, we can, because once we're done with the city, will we have easier access to materials and easier, you know, like broader communications, maybe be a bit stronger.
I mean, normally I wouldn't say this, but Sigfrid, you own a castle. Don't you have somebody you can deal with that?
What?
The thing in the well.
Do I look like I'm made of gold?
I'm going to like think about all the gold we've actually collected and spent.
So none?
You mean we have collected and spent, not you.
Yeah.
You have been
Even-
gone for months, man.
Even within the month I was actually
Dude,
here.
we
I'm pretty sure
barely-
Buddy, you have
found-
no idea what we've been through in that month.
You,
No,
you
I'm-
like, we barely got any gold at all back in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure we could find somebody to hire for that for like a decent amount of gold.
Like, the
Is,
most...
is Lady Blue intelligent in any way? Does she talk, or does she just, like, bubble at
Aeduna will shrug and say that I've never had a conversation with the creature, no, but I
Does
can't
it
speak to her
attack people that
intelligence.
come near the well?
No, no. She's never been anything but a good neighbor.
perhaps we could just, I don't know, try to get her attention and get her to the top of the well, and then maybe away from the horrible, stinky well.
I mean, we're always really good at making up spells when it comes to, like, sexually modifying our bodies. Why can't we make a
So,
fragrance
Mike,
spell?
is it her that makes the smell, or is it just all the garbage?
Okay, no, real quick. Savin, are you telling me that in a fantasy setting of the medieval ages, there's never been a mage that has gone, holy fucking shit, you commoners smell like crap, and has made a fragrance spell? This is not a thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
It's called Create Water.
I mean, I guess that explains, like, you can wash the streets with water, but I mean, come on, somebody's had to make something. With all the spells that have been made over history, just something for body odor, or just things that don't smell pleasant. Come on!
Well, I'll tell you what. You do have a mage who specializes in, you know, researching her own spells, so I'm sure you could talk to Celadrie about, you know.
Yeah.
Did we ever get an answer on whether we could talk to the goo creature?
Aeduna doesn't know.
They never talked to it.
Yeah, they just dumped their shit in there.
And,
In fact, they barely found out that they had a goo girl living there.
Oh my
We should go
god.
talk to her then.
we didn't get
Talk to who, Lady Blue?
Yeah.
What was Backy trying to
I
say?
mean, maybe she doesn't want all this shit poured down there.
Well, the question was also, is it Lady Blue or the trash? No.
Yes, that is an important question.
I
They
doubt
don't
the
know.
bunnies know.
Smelled like that when they got here, but it was also full of trash. And dead
It was
people.
full of trash when you and dead people when you
Out
got
of
here.
character, this could totally be a Spirited Away moment.
Huh?
Anyone see the movie Spirited Away?
Of course
Not
I've
for
seen
many,
movies
many
Spirited
years.
Away.
Yeah.
Just the, like, awful sludge spirit that comes in.
Oh
And they pull
yeah.
the garbage out, and it's like this beautiful river, majestic river spirit.
I remember that. Yes.
Yes.
That's our Fin looking for waifus, even smelly slime monkeys.
Garbage dumpster waifu get.
God.
Fin is committed to collecting all the waifus. He will not miss a waifu.
Committed.
And then her
Boning
name
everything.
is Cracky,
Cracking.
the crackhead dumpster food girl.
Oh my-
Wow.
That does not feel good.
So anyway, you guys gonna go deal with the goo girl now, or right off to town?
What do you guys think?
Afterwards,
After we've dealt with the town, with the church thing?
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. I mean,
I'm
we
going
need
to.
to get the aspect. I wonder
going
what
to use
happened
my
to Michael.
Going to use my college student philosophy and procrastinate on that.
Procrastinate on what?
Moving the slime girl.
No. Looks like we're going to go deal with the stuff at the church first. Then.
I mean, the bunny girls have lived here forever, and they made spells to enlarge their breasts to make forever lactation. Why did none of them make a fragrance spell? Is this like a new thing?
They don't really
is-
seem to mind it that much.
All them noses are good for is twitching cutely.
Yes.
This makes sense.
Do their noses constantly twitch and
They do have human noses, but yes, they do occasionally
Oh,
twitch and move around.
Lame. 0 out of 10.
oh well, looks cute.
Did they at least have the puffball tails?
Yes, they do.
God, I'm out of shape.
We're
so guys are gonna go deal with the church first. It looks like so.
First the refugees to bring
Right.
the food to.
Okay.
We can give them their stuff on the way to the church.
Just
Yeah.
pile you guys up into a little ball here.
Hold up. Before we go, where is the church? Is that in the center of town?
Yes, that is in the center of town.
Do the bunny girls know anything about basilisks?
So as you guys are walking out, you sort of turn around and ask, "Who knows shit about basilisks?" And
I do.
Aeduna will say that she's encountered one in her adventures, but not an expert by any means.
Is it true that if you dump their blood over a statue, it'll come to life?
You what, mate?
I don't know, I heard that somewhere.
Depends on the type of statue, I suppose. If it's
Mr.
one that
Rensa-
was recently alive.
Mr.
Wait,
Rensa-
statues aren't alive.
Well,
Gargoyles.
they are if they used to be, say...
On a gargoyle.
You do know basilisks can turn people to stone, don't you, dear?
What?
Don't stare into their eyes, or they'll
That's
make
not
you
right.
just as statuesque as one of my gargoyles. And she...
Wait,
Is that
wait.
how it works?
Do they have boobs? Because then there won't be a problem with me looking them in the eyes.
Oh my god.
No. They are,
Insert Ogloff comic here.
they are stupid beasts, I'm afraid.
Oh, we should get along great.
Rensa says there's a bunch of them, he's been told there's a bunch of them at the center of town, which is where the church is. We
Yeah.
might
Do you want the
run
roll?
afoul some basilisks. So don't look at them. Don't look at them in the eye. Is that Backy? You know more
Yeah.
about?
Well, let's see. Magical beast is do I need to roll that? Save it.
Thing.
No, your character would just know that, yeah, basilisks, well, there are lots of different types of basilisks. The standard variation is the type that turns you to stone if you look it in the eye.
Is it just look them in the eye? Can you just like not look them in the eye and you're fine?
Yeah, you can purposely avoid its eye to avoid the gaze.
That doesn't sound so bad.
TLDR, if you avert your eyes from the basilisk, you take disadvantage to attack rolls against it. And, can't target it with specific target spells, but you can hit it with AoEs or, take a mischance.
Okay. Alright, well that's not so bad.
Alright, so that said, it is about
Yeah, I was just gonna say we should.
towards the end of the session.
Yeah. Stop here for now.
Sounds like a plan.
What's that? RPXP?
Yeah, alright.
Oh, do I get ESP for like
Damn, I probably don't
fucking
get
that
anything.
girl, that lady?
I didn't do very much.
Sad.
Oh man, I was hogging the time today. Sorry.
I will give everyone 500 RPXP with an extra 500 for Rensa and Skezza.
Oh yeah, high five, Rensa.
Get getting laid.
And 250 for Backy for amusing, twitch reflex on those bombs. I like that.
Oh, ooh, level up.
Oh God. Right on.
Hit level 8.
Speaking of which, when you guys are done leveling, if applicable, could you guys send me your character sheets? It has been a
Still have
while.
the links to mine?
Nope, they've all 404'd.
You 404'd.
No, you're shit
Oh.
404'd.
Alright.
Yeah, just PM those to me or throw them in the
Okay.
group chat, whichever.